welcome back to the Van Helsing Contemporary School. Here, our young people are growing to be great personalities into the future. But much has happened throughout this time. As a matter of fact, you could go and say that some of it is downright chilling. Our students getting to know each other, getting so close to prom, finally going out into the world to become full-fledged adults and to start their life outside of the world. We see them close to prom night. Nothing but a few weeks away. But something is amiss. It seems that one of their classmates has been murdered, and another classmate has gone missing.
Dreams.
Our friends here having all a collective dream of everything that is happening all throughout. It seems that the voice has reached out from the beyond to go and let them know that they need help. Our heroes, or monsters in most cases, are still in the Van Helsing school, figuring out that there was a door that they couldn't get into, a door that one of our friends here, Ghost, could not make their way through. And oddly enough, Thomas, as you take some time to think on it, you don't remember that door.
Ooh.
And you've been in this school for 22 years, ever since its creation. But let's go and meet some of our players. Miss Whitney, who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Corinne Barker.
Corinne Barker. Tell us a little bit about Corinne.
Corinne is a goth, as much as a high schooler can really be a goth, hence the basic Target Ouija hoodie.
Yes.
She is a firm believer that it is Ouija, not Ouija.
Mm.
Her favorite person in the world is her grandmother.
Mm.
Her dad is currently very, very sick, but she and her grandmother work very hard to keep him as well as they can. And her mother, exhausted from it all, took off when she was a kid.
And what skin are you playing?
Corinne is a witch.
Ah, I see. And Melanie, who are we playing tonight?
I'm playing Jane Smith. Yes, my name is definitely
like
Jane
that.
Smith. Yes. My skin is a fae, and her name is Imogen. She lives with 2 human parents, and her best friend is Keelan, who is also somebody else's good friend.
So it seems.
And she's very willing to make a deal.
Deals are how the world turns around, isn't it?
Indeed. Favors. She likes people owing her favors.
But sometimes you don't need favors. Sometimes you could just have a clique that you walk around with. Isn't that right, Miss Piper?
Oh, it totally is right. I'm playing Miss Piper Windsor tonight, and she has her wonderful friends, Tom Lancaster and Harper Avine. I guess that's what I named it.
It is.
And she is playing the queen skin or something like the queen skin. I don't
Something
remember
like.
what the official word was.
Isn't she hollow?
Something between
like
the two.
Ooh.
But she has shown us some of her true colors here in the past, and maybe we'll find out a little more.
You see, oddly enough, it seems that our queen bee managed to get in touch with the darkness inside of her, calling out to the void. Yes. But as strange as things are, nothing really seems to go and surprise someone that's been here for a long time. Thomas, tell us about you.
Alright. My name is Tomas Lane. I kind of seem to loop through high school every few years. Literally, I'm stuck here in a loop because I'm dead. Not really sure why, but I play a ghost skin. I'm a really dumb basketball player for this high school, and I can go through walls, and I keep getting in trouble with girls. I'm kind of dumb.
You seem to have bad habits when it comes to women.
I'm working
But,
on it. Okay.
That's fair. And Manny, who are you?
Well, I am Emmanuel Luna, or you may call me Manny. I was out last time, dealing with some personal business. So I missed out on whatever was going on in school, but I'm back now. And I am close friends with Keelan Rodriguez. And through them, I happen to know a Miss Jane Smith, or as I know them, as Imogen.
And what skin are you playing tonight?
I am a werewolf. A bit of a loner, and I mostly keep to myself.
So, now that the players are on the board, let's get everyone started. Now, all of you, oddly enough, yeah, we had a collective dream of Rory. Rory Stein slain by what seemed to be a group of people. A creature with long black fingers pulling up his neck to get easy access and opening him up to have all of his life energy drip to the floor. This led to the police arriving at your school to go and ask questions. All of you start to ask questions too. Using a little bit of the powers that be, you have managed to go and figure out what's going on. Sort of. You know that Rory was hurt by a group of people. You know that there is a room in this school that you can't get into. And you know something is afoot. But before all that happened, oddly enough, Manny,
Yes.
the day before all this started, bright and early, 7 o'clock in the morning, you, my friend, are at anger management class. You've been going for a minute. You know that this class is actually led by the principal of the school, Miss Annabelle Helsing. And Miss Annabelle has taken it upon herself to go and help you and others to have a better understanding of themselves as men, women, and anything in between, as she likes to say. As you sit there in your little semicircle, you see Miss Annabelle, statuesque, vulpine features, shockingly platinum blonde hair, shockingly powerful eyes and presence. You know, and you know that a lot of the people here, they can't really deal with who she is. She's a lot. But you know that she likes to listen to people talk. And today, you've been informed that there's an exit interview. And as you're all there, you're kind of getting a moment to have a cup of coffee, have some donuts that are brought and things like that. You do see Keelan walk up to you. Keelan, not very tall. Pretty built okay. They're and forgive me, Miss Imogen. Keelan, are they them, I believe?
I think Keelan is a he, him.
He, him, right? All right.
You didn't give him pronouns on the seating.
I did
chart,
not give him
so-
pronouns on the sheet. Forgive me.
We
'Cause
did.
it was to remind myself to ask.
I'm
So
sorry,
about
but it
that.
says there that his pronoun is close friend of Jane's.
Jane Smith.
Yes.
I do remember that Ty Lenny was a they them.
Thailand
Yeah,
is
Ty
they.
is a they them.
Now, how would you describe Keelan?
How would I describe Keelan?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he is an American-born, Latino,
Hmm.
but he does not speak a lick of Spanish.
Not a lick of Spanish.
And for all the viewers, I stole that directly from Daniel.
Hmm.
I think he's mostly kind of a quiet kid, but he also seems to roll with Imogen's weirdness pretty well. And like by this point, he pretty well knows that she's not human, if he doesn't have a very good idea of what she is. I don't know if he's shared this information with Manny or not. And he's stronger than he looks.
He is. You see that you have noticed, Keelan does not have a very large repertoire of clothing. They have, it's almost kind of like days of the week. Certain shirts that they'll wear on a certain day, certain pants that they'll wear on a certain day, and that's pretty much it. You see Keelan just kind of sitting there.
Every now and then, Imogen gives him a new hoodie to try and convince him to wear something different.
He'll wear it once or twice, and then he'll go right back onto his shirts. You see he's got some type of band that you've never heard of, some indie something or another. He's just kind of sitting there. Hey, Manny.
Hey, Keelan.
Uh,
What's up?
God, it's so fucking early.
I know.
It is
if it
so
wasn't for the coffee and donuts, I don't even think I'd want to be here.
So, like, I was gonna ask you. You just kind of see them just like stretching into everything. Man, shit. I've been thinking, like, do we continue doing this once we leave? Like,
What do you mean?
therapy.
I don't know. Look, I've
I mean,
already I already stopped my shit. Like I don't know why they keep making me come in here.
you see, he kind of scratches at himself a little bit. I've been kind of thinking, and you tell me if I'm crazy, but I've been kind of thinking, what would, maybe we become like wild men and like we just live in the forest.
I know he's a werewolf too, right?
Oh, yeah, you know that.
Look. But then we wouldn't have internet, dude.
Oh, shit. And you see that he just kind of looks completely deflated as he kind of takes a second there. He just kind of looks at his phone. Oh, well. Yeah, I guess so.
Like that. Don't get me wrong. I like a good frolic or whatever, but it's
Did
not
you just call
the
turn into a werewolf or frolic?
you know.
And I mean, we could totally go and get that tattooed. Frolickers.
Frolicker. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. I'll just put that right on my ass cheek. Frolic.
I
Bro.
just had a really bad thought based off of pre-game conversation.
Nope. And you see that as you kind of sit there, you see that he starts to kind of draw out, and you do see that he does draw like a little field with one werewolf like doing like this, and the other one kind of doing like that, kind of going off into the sunset like that.
So that's
Keelan,
our future plans you got right there, huh?
yeah. You see like there's like no change in the face, just yeah. And you see the main door open. Everyone kind of taking this seat. And Miss Annabelle Helsing. Good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure, as always, to see all of you. How goes it?
Are we in homeroom? I'm sorry.
No,
No,
they're
they're-
actually.
They're in their
Manny and
anger
Keelan are in their
management.
anger
still.
management.
Okay, so
I am
wanna make
struggling
sure.
to put my hoodie on because of my headphones, but I managed to do it. Just saying.
Ah, yes. Always so talkative, even towards the end. Mr.
Mm,
Keelan, how are you? I'm good. Mr. Luna?
Hi. I'm okay.
Hi.
I'm glad. So, uh, it seems that we're missing some people. Odd. But nonetheless. But, gentlemen, now that you are here, today's going to be very different. I actually have a surprise for you.
Surprises.
It's a good surprise. Don't put on such somber faces. And you see that she goes and please stand. And as you stand up, you start seeing the sunlight just pouring into this room now. And you see coming in late someone from your homeroom. This is Enele Roberts. Big Maury fella. You see that even at this age, he looks like a full-grown man. He's got the beard going. He's got that thick neck. He's the type of guy that you go to go and buy beer. You also know that is the local drug dealer, and he is part of this situation. And you see when Enele walks in, oh, Mr. Roberts, you've come to bless us. You come to bless us with your presence. How wonderful. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, I'm here. And you see that he goes to go sit down. No. Everyone stand. We are going to do something special. Please, gentlemen, follow me. And you see as she begins to walk in her very well-fitting work suit. She opens the main door, and you walk out into the sunlight of the front. No cars here yet. Gentlemen, she looks directly into the sky, directly at the sun that's now beating on your faces. We are going to do something special. And you see that now there's a little container. And from that container, she's pulling out what looks to be, oddly enough, mats. She hands one over to all of you. We are going to sit down and we are going to meditate together.
Great. I'm enjoying this.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. So painful. Oh, yes. And you see that she goes and she puts everything down. How terrible to open up one's third eye. And you see
Just
that
from us
she had.
watching this from like inside the walls.
Oh, there's a
I'm creep.
possibility.
Can
Yeah.
I creep?
You can totally creep.
I'm creeping.
And you see that, the mats are nice. You see that they actually look very new. And as everything's going down,
I
she goes
have
and she-
some bad news for everyone. Grim has redeemed Sing mode.
Dang. That's 20,000.
Oh, God.
What does that mean?
We
It
have to
means that
sing
we have
whenever we
to
go to sleep.
sing when we
Uh,
talk.
I'll do the timer so you don't have to mess it up.
Oh, thank
Is
you.
it 5 minutes?
The
Five-
good
it's
news
5 minutes.
is that the current scene that we're in, none of us are in it.
Begins
Now,
now.
None of us,
please
huh?
please take your mats and rest and enjoy the sunlight on your faces.
I'd rather be home. I don't want to be here.
Keelan
I'm
with the same
creep.
somber face will sit down
I'm a
and cross his
weirdo.
legs, have crisscross applesauce, and fold his hands out like an idiot. Miss Annabelle will have a
Keelan,
giggle.
you don't have
And
to go so hard. Keelan, oh Keelan. Oh God.
and Nelly Roberts will do the same as he opens up his mat and takes a seat and crosses his legs and puts his hands in the Om position and gently nudges you to the side.
I have my legs crossed, but I don't do the arms. I keep my arms crossed, and I hide in my hoodie.
Tomas is there. and is very much enjoying all of this. He gets in the meditative position as well. But
Is he
hidden.
invisible?
I don't think that's a power I technically have, so I'm on the other side of a wall, enjoying anger management, which is why I'm so chill.
You see Annabelle with great elegant ease. Put one leg and one on the other. She breathes in deeply. Now, gentlemen, listen to the sounds of my voice and allow me to guide you on this journey. Manny, roll dark for me, please.
That would be a 9.
Ooh, that's
Ooh,
high.
this is stupid. This is a waste. What a lack of conscience that this woman seems to have. So early in the morning, making me sit out in the sun to be with the rest of these bozos. But oddly, as you close your eyes, you begin to feel your breathing regulate, your heartbeat slowing, and you hear the winds across your face, the animals on the outside, and peace, even if just momentarily. A quiet, quiet peace. But do you know peace at all when there's a monster that is inside, that crawls and scratches at your ribcage, and you feel it? You feel your chest expand just a bit, but not in anger, more like there to remind.
Time's up.
And
Oh,
as you
thank God.
feel this reminder, you feel calm, and you hear it inside you. The growl, the green, the forest reaching out. And
Could
you
really
hear a
go for a
soft,
frolic right now.
could really go for frolic. And you hear a soft voice in your right ear. Manny, what are your plans after you leave?
I
Where
open
do you
my
see yourself?
eyes.
And you see that she's actually managed to get very close. And
Damn.
you notice now, you are all holding hands in a circle. Manny, where do you see yourself when you leave?
I don't.
Hmm.
Don't. I haven't thought about it.
Hmm.
Mommy wants me to go to college or something. I don't know.
College is not for everyone, you know.
I am sweating bullets. This is Van Helsing, right?
It is.
This statuesque.
This stunning, picturesque woman. And as you are holding her hand, you can feel the strength in her hand and the calluses on her fingers.
Oh, I am
You've
holding
seen
her
her.
hand.
Oh, now that you go to go look. Yes.
I sweat even more.
Jesus Christ. As you begin to sweat and you say you don't know, you feel strength on your hand. And she leans in. Manny, do know that you are not alone, and I am here at your service. And you feel that creature again start to claw at your ribcage, but for different reasons at this moment, as she rolled a 12.
Let me stop you right there for a second. Thank you, Filthy Casual, for the follow. And I
Oh,
will
thank you.
continue to be here sweating as this woman squeezes my hand.
You can smell some type of perfume. You're not even sure what it is. You know that it's not store-bought. There's something unique to this, and it is literally your animal senses are just heightened in a way that you do not comprehend. But you know, you can almost feel her heartbeat in her hand. And her heartbeat is stone cold. Just
I
Dang, she's
guess
dead.
the animal starts to take over a little bit as I start squeezing her hand too. Probably
she
not
doesn't
enough
back
to
away.
even hurt her because she's probably stronger than me, but still.
She doesn't back away at all. You see that she just gives it a gentle squeeze. You are going to be great, no matter where you go, no matter who you are with. And when you make the decision, when you find what makes you happy, you will know it.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
I'm proud of you, Manny. And I don't call people by their nicknames very often. So you should hold that as a feather in your hat.
Wait, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. And you see that she kind of goes around to the others.
I,
And
s-
then
I start looking at my hand that she was holding, and oh,
she goes, and you see that Keelan notices it, and Keelan's just looking at you like, he doesn't say nothing, but
shut the fuck
and
up. I just say that.
he's just, I'm sorry, okay. And then and you see Canela made the joke of that he's looking to be a street pharmacist as he gets out of college. Miss Annabelle does not laugh at that, and she just kind of frowns a little bit. And as the day goes by, you notice that a lot of time has passed, but you feel okay. And in that moment, when you all start to stand up, well, I would be very poor taste to say that I have a gift and not give it. So these meditation mats are now all yours. They are actually personalized for you, and you see on the back of your mat, it has your names.
Oh,
And
that's
she will also
nice.
go and hand you all little coins. Van Helsing anger class. And on the back, I am more than my frustrations. And she hands a coin to each of you. May this be a reminder, perhaps currency, in your trips to the future. Gentlemen, I am proud of you. And if you haven't heard it enough today, I love you very much. You've done very good. Thank you for going on this journey with me. She stands up. She rolls up her rug. She tucks underneath her arm. And she stomps into that school. Doesn't even look back. And you see Canele not even sure what to do with himself anymore. What the fuck happened just now? What the fuck happened? Did you hear the forest too? Because like I heard the forest, and it was bugging me the fuck out, man.
Oh,
And I'm not
man.
even high. I didn't even get a chance to go and get high this morning.
Sound like Brian.
and
Brian.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I think.
Oh, blonde lady got you all fucked up, huh?
I don't know nothing.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know much of nothing. That's true. You see, he rolls up his rug. It's nice though, and he tucks it underneath his arm. I'm gonna go and put this shit in my house. And you see that he walks off, and you see Keelan just kind of there for a second with you. He just kind of turns. Sometimes frolicking might be a good response, because I kind of feel like I want to frolic. And you see that
Me,
he,
me, me too, dude.
and you see that he just kind of looks at you. He's like, "We could plan something." And you see that he just starts to like walk his way into the school. Just,
Sorry, I'm distracting. I'm sorry.
but with that, Manny, you get a chance to be back into the normal place of the world. School goes without much of an issue. You make it home. That evening, Manny, you feel the green calling to you. You don't indulge, but you know that the forest is present. It's reminding you that it's there. It's different today. It's not aggressive. It's not beckoning. Just a gentle reminder. It acknowledges you.
I do like sit up from my bed for a moment and just stare out at the window, look at the moon, think about it, turn around and go back to bed.
As you go to turn back to bed, will you roll cold for me?
That is a 5. No, sorry. I can't count. That's a 7. Sorry.
Right in that moment that you go to go lay down, you could swear in the forest you saw someone with a robe on, covering their complete body. You could, just for a glimpse, you're not sure if it's maybe a traffic light or if it's maybe a car passing by, but you see someone completely covered. But you kind of shake it off.
I do
Think,
like a double take, and when I don't see anything there at the second time, I'm like, nah, just seeing stuff.
You head on back to bed. Funny thing though, when you wake up, ring, 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 ring.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, bro, this is Kaleni. There's like police in the school right now.
What?
There's cops there, man. I'm not
What?
going in because I'm not trying to go and get caught. But I think somebody got kidnapped or some shit like that. I just thought I'd go and give you a heads up.
Did you do something?
No, man, I sell drugs. I don't fucking kill people. There's a difference.
Okay. Did someone you sold shit to do something?
I've never seen an aggressive pothead, so I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, but it is what it is. Maybe.
All right. Thanks for the heads up, I guess. Damn it, Leo.
Wait, I missed it.
So you see as you kind of hang up, you do make it to school, and you do hear the auditorium speech of Miss Annabelle stating that
Um,
there are now 2 students missing.
I do want to specify that if I see the cops as I'm walking in, me being of Hispanic descent, I do put my hood up and just try to avoid them because I know
You
better.
they don't pay you much mind. but you do get a look. You're able to go walk on through. And as you are there in the auditorium, you do see Kehlani. And you do see Ty. You see some of the people from your homeroom. And you hear about it.
I'm sorry.
Roy
Are
Stein.
you saying Kehlani?
Oh, I say Kehlani, didn't I?
Yeah.
Are you talking about
pay me
Anele?
no mind. Don't pay me. I meant to say Ty. You do see Ty there as well. Ty is one of your classmates.
But are you talking about Anele when you say Kehlani?
I did, and I said Kehlani
Okay.
for some odd reason. I
Okay,
just I know
just making
I know someone from the islands named Kehlani, and this is who I'm basing
Oh.
them off of. I love you, Kehlani. If you're watching,
I was just confused because I was like, oh, I missed a character.
Mm-mm.
Oh, we have to hydrate.
Oh. Where's my water?
Thomas's monster.
So, as you're there, so I'm gonna go and get you to where you
Cheers.
need to be.
Mhm.
But as you are there in the auditorium, everyone else, the police are now beginning to kind of push you. You've seen everything that's going on. Oh, and we have our Faye back. So all of you
I'm back.
here in the hallway,
Oh yeah, we're
everything
back.
that's going on. Back to all of you.
Mhm.
And Manny, you hear it as well. All of you are being dispatched today to go home, to be safe, as we go and reassess the security precautions here in Van Helsing. You have my word as your protector, as your teacher. I will keep the school safe. Please, please, if you see anything out of the ordinary, let us know. All of you. I expect to see you at prom. So that means that none of you are to be hurt. And you see that she nods her head. This is
I'm sorry, I
Annabelle in
forgot.
the
No,
auditorium.
but who's the other student who went missing? I forgot.
Oh, it's Greg.
Greg.
Oh,
It's my
Greg.
friends. Mhm.
And Imogen, you get a text message. Hey, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Where we going?
Who
So
is it?
we're in the hallway, right?
You are. It's your
Okay.
friend,
Oh, it's
Mr.
Keelan.
Rodriguez. Keelan.
We're gonna figure out what happened to Rory. That's what I text him.
You need backup?
Some help would not go amiss. Got a door we can't get into.
Manny, you see Keelan turn. Hey,
Yeah, what's up?
you busy? You busy?
No, I was just gonna head home. What?
You want to
Where
be
you
part of a
going,
murder mystery?
Wait, you want to do some Scooby Doo shit?
Oh, we're definitely gonna do some Scooby Doo shit. I can be Daphne, you can be Fred, and you see that he just got this. You see, he stands up,
Oh,
and,
I have
you see that he does send you a picture, and he sends you like a picture of him and Manny. He's like, I'm bringing in reinforcements. We'll be there in a second. Where you at?
I did want to describe one thing about my character is that he is built like a shit brick house, but
Oh, he's a big boy.
but since he's constantly like hunching down like that, he does not have the
You
best
can't really tell,
posture. So, yeah,
but he a big boy.
he is a big boy. Yes.
And you just go and see that you get some emojis of like muscle arms and shit like that. It's just like I'm bringing reinforcements.
You see it, Melanie?
So, all of you. Oh, Miss Barker, your phone. No text. A call. Mama,
Hello?
where are you?
I'm at school.
You still at school? Where's the coin?
I picked it up after it rolled. It cooled off, but it's back in my pocket.
Take your friends, bring them over here to the store.
Hey guys, my grandma says that we all need to go to the apothecary.
What?
The apothecary? Why?
Yeah.
What?
I don't.
Is that like a pharmacy?
Is your grandma the one that gave you that coin?
Yeah, my grandma gave me the coin, which is what hit the door.
We're going.
Cool. I'm glad somebody's on
Shit.
board.
Also, I'm having some friends meet us, and I text Keelan and say, meet us at the apothecary in town.
On it.
I look at Keelan. What the fuck is an apothecary?
Uh,
Apothecary?
They sell like herbs and
Apothecary?
shit. Yeah, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's a nice place. It's a
I
crazy
said-
witch lady runs it.
Can Ty have
Keelan.
overheard that? Can Ty have overheard him say apothecary and just be like,
Apothecary.
I'm going to be
I
honest. That was an
sent
actual
Keelan-
slip up, but we'll just roll with it.
oh, it was fantastic. But I don't know if Daniel mentioned to you, Ty is an initiate to become a witch, so they are training under me and my grandmother.
Oh, I didn't catch that either. So that's great.
Oh yeah.
So you see, as you guys are kind of getting yourselves together, and the police are motioning you out.
Oh, okay. Hey. Gosh, I don't really know you guys, so this is weird, but like, I'm looking at this door. Does it look different? Like I'm like blown. My mind is like blown. I just
This
look
is the
probably
first
really
time
high.
you've seen this door,
So I'm looking at this door, like,
and it's fucking you up because you know every door in this place. You've been everywhere
Yeah.
in this place.
Is there anything weird about this door? This looks like another door.
It is so weird that it is so absolutely, positively normal.
Right. What's it next to? Like, where am I? In
Nothing.
school?
The lockers
Oh,
and the janitor's closet.
damn. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it to myself, but I'm gonna like see if I can find the store later.
Do you guys all start to make your way over to Nana's place?
Do we need to drive there?
No, it's not a long walk.
I was about to say, I feel like it's a small town. We can
It is
just
a small
walk
town.
over.
I guess I'm gonna text Brian, see where he's going. What's he doing?
He takes Brian. Bro.
Bro, what's up? You go to the assembly?
Well, yeah. Waiting for you. The fuck?
Oh fuck. Dude, is Bob with you right now? I don't want to get him involved.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm doing some weird shit with a bunch of girls. Not that kind of weird shit, but like
Always chasing tail, bro. Always chasing tail. She's gonna get
it's
you in
not
trouble.
like that, bro. It's not like that. Dude, hey. I'm worried about Greg. Have you heard back from him?
Nah, man. I heard shit.
Dude, will you go by his house and text me? It means a lot, dude. I'm really worried about him.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah. And you see that he sends you like a little peace sign thing. And he's like, I'll let you know when I get there.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm going to a pharmacy. If I don't text you in an hour.
He's like, nah, man, put on your location.
Does he think it's a street pharmacy?
Yeah, he's thinking it's going to a CVS or something.
That's why he goes in. That's why he goes and telling your location. Telling your location, man.
But Tomas he died a long time ago, so he thinks it's like Eckert's.
Yes. Yes. We got a drug warehouse or like okay, so I'm gonna turn it on, be like, dude, stay safe.
Yeah, I got you. And you see that he shares his location with you. Bloom.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna check on every now and
I
then.
did like to imagine that they think it's a Woolworths.
Woolworths? I don't think I know that one.
Oh, that one's older than you think.
All right, guys. So just so y'all know, my mama's she's gonna be like a grandma. Like she is a grandma, but she's gonna act like y'all's grandma when we walk in. So like, please don't be dicks to my mama, please.
Dude, if anyone's a dick here, kick your ass. We respect our elders.
I mean, there's no plans to, so there's that. While all this is going on, Piper's gonna send messages to her clique and tell them where she's going.
You get a phone call.
Hello.
Miss Piper, this is Hopper.
Okay. How can yes? What's up?
I I have been preoccupied with the police. I have been stopped, and I have been brought into questioning.
Why?
We were the last people to see Rory, so just wanted to let you know where we were going to be at, Miss Piper.
Okay. Just be careful and be honest. That's all that we need.
Always, Miss Piper.
Let me know when you're done.
Yes, ma'am. You safe?
Of course I am. I'm with Corinne, Thomas, Manny, and Jay.
You hear a silence, ma'am. Not to doubt you, but you sure you consider that safe?
Well, I mean, Corinne definitely. The other two we'll see. Well, other three. My bad.
Manny's not here
I
yet.
forget. I forget that Thomas is here sometimes.
We are at your service, Miss Piper. I'll let you know.
I know. I'll call you if I need you. It's a guinea pig.
I don't know what they really look like. I'm trying.
Oh,
And as you hang up, they begin making you walk. It's not a long walk. As a matter of fact, as you guys start walking, Manny, you don't realize it, but you've got that quick kid walk. That little jog.
He's
And
with us, right? Like we're just looking at him.
he's making his way up, and you do start seeing that you start to see this group of people, you know, the girls and everybody all together. And
Keelan,
as you do,
do you
you
know
go,
these guys? Like,
and you
are
see
they-
Keelan
they
and say,
cool?
"Yeah, these are the people we're gonna go meet. Gee, why do you move so fucking fast?" And it's just
why
like,
me? Why do you move so fucking slow? Come on, dude.
you always got like a purpose or something, and it just, and you do hear them chit chatting
Dude,
amongst
you're
themselves.
Hispanic too. You know that, like Hispanic moms, when you go out shopping, you gotta keep up.
That's fair. You just kind of see, just kind of look at the ground and say, "Yeah, that's fair." He just kind of keeps on walking, and you guys do bump into them as you guys are walking your way over to the pocket. I cannot say the word. I'm going to go and say the herb shop. I don't want to go and choke on the word. I have difficulties pronouncing th when it's inside of a word.
so I
Do
guess
I know these dudes?
You've seen them. They're in your homeroom.
Oh yeah, they are, both of them. Are they both like? I know one of them sits in front of the weird girl in the back, and then
Which weird girl in the back?
you.
I do kind of wave at the weird girl in the back. Hi, Imogen.
Hey,
Yeah.
Manny, what's up?
What'd you
Yeah.
call her?
What?
Her name's not Jane.
Your name's Imogen?
I still don't know what your name is, weird girl.
You guys can call me Imogen.
Was I
All
not
right.
was I not supposed to say that? I'm sorry.
No, that was fine. I told
Okay.
you could call me Imogen. After all.
I start sweating again. Oh,
That sounds like a foreign name, so I'm gonna just keep calling you weird girl.
Sounds like a foreign name.
Oh, it's Gaelic.
Oh, you know I support you, dude. My best friend's gay too. I got you. Happy Pride.
You're a special kind of person, aren't you?
I am on the basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
okay. What
Wait,
are we,
so
what are we doing
Okay,
at
so
this?
this is a lot more people than I thought were coming, so I'm gonna go in and warn my grandma real quick.
We're meeting Corinne's grandma.
Oh,
cool.
So I
okay.
go inside and I look at
Why?
my mama.
So
I turn around
Funny
because she
enough-
told us to.
as you hear her say that back, As soon as you open the door to the store, Mr. Lewis bumps into you. Oh shit. Oh,
Mr. Lewis?
oh, Miss Barker. Hey,
There's a group of students out there.
you see
There's
that?
practically an
Sees everybody,
entire
like, just
class
appear
here.
behind me.
You see that he's got a bag in his hand, and he just. Oh.
Can I try and peek in the bag?
Oh, wait, is he inside the
Oh,
store?
I thought
or
that they were.
'cause
I thought they were.
we're outside the store right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. You guys are outside the store. You can peek when he starts to walk by. I'll give you that, but let's give it a sec.
I'm definitely gonna try that.
And as you see that he's got the bag, he just, Miss Barker, hey, sorry about that. I was just,
Sorry.
and you
But see,
see when
I'm guessing since this is all like we live upstairs of the actual shop, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that I've either seen him here before, or this is his first time at the shop.
from all the time that you spent here, this seems to be his very first time here in the shop.
Okay. All right. So I try not to like make it weird because I know, for my mama's clients, I don't want them to get weirded out and then not come patronize her anymore. So I'm just like, oh, all right, well, I'll see you later.
Yeah, no, I'll see you later. Thomas, roll a dark for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Lewis. Okay. All right, here we go. I got a 6. Yeah, I failed. Whatever it was.
You see, as Mr. Lewis is walking past Imogen, roll a.
Wait, I got a
say-
7. I got a 7 because I add 1.
Oh, you got a 7?
Yeah, I forgot to add 1.
I'm gonna.
And as
jump
he's
you.
walking past, can I kind of bump him to see if anything spills out of the bag? Maybe
I'll say
just
that you
kind of
bump him.
drops.
Yeah, you bump him. Roll a volatile for me.
Okay. Oh no, that one's not good. I got a 7.
You bump him a little bit harder than what you thought you were going to. It's like you almost kind of like check him, like, oh, is it?
Oh shit! I'm really sorry.
And the bag drops. Imogen, as the bag drops, what did you get for your volatile?
My volatile?
I mean, forgive me. We were rolling a hot for you, correct? Or was it cold?
I don't know what we were rolling. You didn't say.
I'm gonna go and say, let's roll a hot. I would like you to roll a hot for me.
Oh, that's a 10.
Do you sing, Mr. Lewis?
As the bag falls, there are candles, and with that 10, you see that there are red and black candles. You notice that there is a small silver plate and a mirror. And you see, and I'm so sorry. And you see that he's kind of picking everything up. Yeah, and he...
It's actually a 12 plus my
Jeez.
hot.
How'd you get a 12? That's amazing.
I rolled 10 and then I have a +2.
As you're looking at the bag, you notice an iron band. And you know what iron looks like.
Mm-hmm. Does iron affect me?
It
does.
should if you're a fae, yeah.
On his left wrist. And you feel the repulsion of it.
Does he usually wear an iron band? I'm in his class, I would know.
Never seen that on him before. And he grabs all his stuff and he walks past. Thomas, oddly enough, you're not sure what all the hubbubaloo is because as Mr. Lewis speeds past all of you, you don't see Mr. Lewis at all.
He's like, do I see his bag floating around?
You see nothing. You hear them talk to someone and you're trying to figure out what the hell just happened.
Oh,
and he zooms right past you.
Do I hear his footstep or anything?
He had black candles, red candles, a small silver plate, and a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of ritual is he doing?
Who are you guys talking about, dude? I mean,
Mr. Lewis.
He
Mr.
was
Lewis is in
wearing
there?
iron.
What? He just like full on ran into me.
Dude, I swear I'm not high or anything. I didn't see anybody.
He never
Even-
wears
have you-
iron.
Have you been drinking too many monsters?
Okay. That's valid and fair. But
And
What was that, Piper?
okay.
what would Piper have the knowledge to know the meanings of what the candles and stuff are and why maybe Thomas couldn't see?
You know what? I will allow you to roll a dark for me. And Miss Karina, I'll allow you to roll a dark for me too.
Question 2.
An
I don't know
11.
Yes,
while
Thomas.
they're rolling. Okay. So iron. Do I know
Mm-hmm.
anything about this?
You really haven't ventured out, but you have.
I don't know anything
noticed-
about Fae or anything.
Nah.
Obviously, I think Gaelics are gay, so okay.
Mhm. So sadly, yeah, you're just not the brightest of the bunch. But you've read it in certain places that iron can be used against people like you.
Yeah.
And
I'm
yeah.
gonna look at Imogen as or spooky girl, weird girl. Be like, what do you say about iron? You said he was wearing iron.
Yeah, he had an iron band on his wrist.
Did you see him?
Yes?
Corinne, what
Ah.
did you roll?
You didn't
Weird.
see him?
Didn't see
It
him.
was Mr. Lewis. He just walked out the door and almost ran into Corinne and dropped his bag. Did you see the bag drop?
Didn't
So
see shit.
even when it wasn't up like on Mr. Lewis's person, Thomas wouldn't have seen the bag.
Sadly,
hit the
with
ground.
the roll that they did no. But
So
there's a possibility
I-
it was in the bag when he wasn't holding it. But yes.
I think I failed my roll, but wouldn't my grandmother know what that was for?
No worries. But what did you roll?
I rolled a 6.
Okay. You're not sure. A lot happened in a really short period of time there. But Piper. Candles, silver plate, mirror. Someone's trying to communicate with the dead.
That's sketchy as sketchy's ever been.
What's going
Do you
on?
say that out loud, Piper?
Yeah,
What do you know what that stuff is for?
that's a communication spell.
With who?
Oh shit.
Particularly given the candle colors, probably the dead.
You think he's trying to get in contact with Rory?
My
Well,
grandmother
what-
like
oh.
hear all the commotion and poke her head out at this point.
You do see all of you now. A little little hand that kind of gently move past Corinne. You said you were bringing some friends. You brought the whole school.
I was trying to come inside to warn you, and then my teacher just full on like slammed into me, and everything got fucked up. I mean, sorry, my mom messed up.
Not the whole school,
Look at-
ma'am. Just half of us.
You see that she turns to you real quick and she said, and she just stares at you, Corinne. Messed up, right?
Is this
Yes, ma'am, messed up.
is this your sister? I think you said it to me, your
I
mom.
full on glare at Tomas and just
And I can feel
You
it, and I'm
idiot.
just looking at her beautiful sister over here.
because I feel like my mom would just be so unimpressed with that.
And
but she
I'm
does
gonna
smile,
reach my
though.
hand out, and I would love to shake her hand and be like,
You see, she grabs your hand
Hey.
tight, like real tight, and
Oh,
then she
shit.
holds it. And she just saying, "Oh, funny. Okay, so this is how this is going to go before all of you walk into my shop. Okay, just a little bit of this. You don't bring any of your spooky shit." She pokes to you, Thomas. She points to you, Piper. Any of that devil shit that's walking with you, you can have it to stay outside. She points to you, Imogen. I don't even know or want to know what's going on your side, so you get to go and keep that. You are allowed to go in. Anything else extra stays out. And she looks at you, Manny. Oh, you are like the other one. Okay, that's fine. But keeping in mind, no funny business inside of my place.
Thank you for having us, ma'am.
Can I infer that means that nobody here is human?
Oh, yeah. She just called you all out.
Okay.
"Can I ask again?"
I'm
What
gonna
did
turn to
she point
Keelan and
at
be
Piper?
like, really?
She said, She pointed at Piper and she said, "You leave that devil shit outside."
Oh snap! Oh,
And
I'm
you just
like
go-
super stoked about the hot girl has devil shit going on.
and you see that
Right.
she opens up the door, and then she opens up the door. Okay, come on. We're gonna close up for business for a little bit. Come on, everybody, inside.
Piper
It's
wants to giggle
immediately-
under her breath.
I like
I
whisper to Keelan, all this time and you didn't tell me? Come on, man.
Yeah, and you see that Keelan just kind of puts his
Oh.
head down with Manny.
Oh, but wait,
I immediately go
what's
and
up
start
with
making water for
what's
either
up with
tea or
you, though?
coffee because she always makes me do that.
what's up with you, Imogen?
I grin too big.
Oh gosh, like too many teeth. Like,
Oh yeah, it's like
ooh, that's
just
terrifying.
a little bit wider than it needs to be.
I'm Keelan. What the fuck?
She's not like us. She's different, but like us in a sense.
I
We
put
got-
my
In her
arm
head,
around
she's like
Keelan.
this perfectly normal human
We-
smile.
We got teeth too, just not like that.
She bites different, and you see that he just kind of like moves in, and she does go and send you to go get some tea and stuff like that. Corinne, as she goes and she goes to go look
We
at
are
Thomas.
so talking about this later, boys.
So I have a question. So
You're
I have creeped. I'm interested, Piper. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry, Dizzy. I just love you.
I have to hear
So
about it.
so I've creeped on Dizzy or creeped on Piper before.
Mhm.
Is there anything making connections here with what?
There's something very off with Piper. You've known that for a long time, but something finally clicked in your head now of like, oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
because in real life, Leo isn't sure, so I'm not sure. I'm like, I know I creep on her because I'm like a little bit obsessed with her.
She's a little odd. She's a little odd. But
Mhm.
you know for a fact that her parents are even creepier. There's
Yeah.
something
Mhm.
very off about her parents. You can't put your finger on it, but you know for a fact that they act the fool, and you don't know what that's about.
Do I think she's like a devil worshiper or a devil herself, or like
No, you never
she
seen any
like
devil worshipping, but you definitely seen some spotty shit, some shadows that shouldn't be there.
and okay, so I'm at shadows. I can make connection. Okay.
And what was that, Kareem?
I was just gonna say, is everybody like crowded around my grandmother's table? Is everybody just kind of standing in the
do
doorway
see-
awkwardly?
No, you see that she starts to kind of get them around the little round table that she has there with the white cloth on it. Come on,
Does-
everybody.
Everybody's got their backpacks and stuff, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Because I was trying to be sneaky, but there's no way. The zippers are too loud. Never mind.
And as you guys all start to get around the table, you see that she closes the door and she turns the close sign on. Kareem, where's my coffee?
I'm coming, Mama.
Thank you. Anybody want your drink tea, coffee, water?
Oh, you got. Never mind.
I got one.
Quick question to the DM. The thing we were joking about our parents earlier, that's not okay. Just checking.
No.
Do you have anything with caffeine in it,
I have coffee.
Coffee.
please?
You see that she just looks at you.
Mm.
We'll talk later. She just kind of gives you that look of like,
Oh,
right.
yes.
I come in with just coffees for everybody, assuming everybody just wants coffee instead of tea.
Oh, of
You
I
see
course.
that
sit
she
down.
does. She
Sit
does
down
help you
really
with the.
I sit down
Yeah.
like a really big like mug in front of Tomas, and I kind of lean a little closer. I'm like, my grandmother does not have your energy drinks, and thank you for not asking, because that will be a whole box of worms that we don't need to open up. Thank you.
You're welcome. Also, is this? We need to talk later about. I don't know what my friend that you hexed apparently. Is this? Are we gonna hex someone right now? Because I am all game for that shit.
I I lean real close to Tomas's ear, and I say, "We'll talk later," and then I wink at him.
Are you trying to turn Tomas on?
It's not hard.
I mean, I guess if it's not hard, then sure, why not?
Would you like to roll a hot for me, please?
Sure. Oh, what's that on that?
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just so horny. I'm so horny. in this game.
You're a teenage boy.
I get a
Just gonna,
7.
just gonna have to carry a spray bottle around for you.
So
Like
you,
Stop it.
Thomas, you've seen Barker before,
Oh yes, I have.
and when they wink at you, something in the back of your mind goes, maybe. But then you remembered what happened to your friend,
Oh yeah.
and it's kind of like a scare arousal. You're just
So
kind
do
of
I
there
have
like
like a fear boner? Is that
a little bit of a fear
Okay,
boner as you kind of think
okay.
about it. Just like, ooh, that could be a lot. That could be
So what-
mistakes could be made. Yes, Manny.
So what happens with a 7? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
It is a pass, but it's a pass to complications. That's the reason why. So with this, you do gain the string, but they are very cognitive of the fact that they don't need to go make any type of reactions or anything like that to you.
Okay.
So
Manny,
I have a
So-
string on you too, so this will be fun.
So Manny
Oh,
does
that's
raise his
right.
hand, and he's like, "So,
You're right.
why am I here? What are we doing?"
you see Corinne look. Forgive me. You see the Anana look, and she just kind of points around. Why are the boys here? What happened with them?
You're talking about these two, and I point at Keelan and Manny.
You just see the human waste.
They were gonna help us break through a door. And then
Alright.
you called
Oh.
us to come here, so we came here.
I can break.
Yeah, you
doors.
wanted to,
Are we breaking
So
a
I-
door here?
so
No,
I turn
no.
around. I turn around because has Ty arrived yet?
Not yet.
So I turn around to Manny and Keelan and I say, my mama gave me a coin. She told me to keep it on me for good fortune. It got really hot in my pocket. I pulled it out and I ended up dropping it and it rolled towards this door. Well, I guess Tomas can go through shit, but he couldn't go through this door.
And I couldn't get into it either. I tried.
What is everyone here special?
Was that not clear at this door?
Hell no. Oh,
Well,
Mm.
it might be a good way of putting it.
So I'm gonna get really close to Manny and like look him up and down. Does he
Hi.
smell?
Not that you can tell. He smells normal.
hello.
You seem like a really normal anime kid. Is that why you're special?
Because I watch anime?
Hey,
Uh,
I don't judge.
We could just go ahead and get it out in the open if y'all wanted to.
Fine, I'm a werewolf.
Oh shit! Cool.
You happy? That's me.
You see the grandmother go and just kind of pat you on the back as she goes to go sit down, Manny. It's okay. We all have our things. And she just kind of goes to go
Wait.
sit down.
Would I recognize that the grandma is a witch?
You-
Being
you don't
kinda
have to
close
check.
nature?
You don't have to check very hard.
Okay.
I mean, the woman's dressed completely in white. She has little trinkets wrapped around her waist. She's got bracelets on. She's got rings on, and she walks
and an
with
apothecary shop.
and an apothecary shop, and she walks around with someone with power beyond her age, wisdom beyond what it looks like,
He's so cool.
and the attitude of someone that if the devil was to show up in this shop, he should have asked permission before he walked through the front door.
Right.
I
We
love
respect
her.
this old lady.
Well, what was that?
Actually,
Piper?
Since she gave me permission to come in.
Pretty much. And
Gave me permission
You
too.
let the devil walk in. You're like, okay, I'm gonna let you in.
so you guys do hear a knock on the door, and you see it's Ty.
So just as Ty comes in real quick, I just explain about the coin and explain about the door and then
Well,
how Mama told us all to come.
Your grandma told me to bring this, and they pull out a Ouija board.
I very
The
quickly
fuck?
I very quickly just give my grandma just this look of horror, like what? Or what?
Well,
And I never speak to my grandma this way, but she has made it very clear that Ouija boards are
you see, this
Not
is
to
the
be messed with.
problem, and I've been thinking on it. Your friend, he's the one that is gone. He's not a good boy. I can't call him normally. He showed up here asking for help last night, and that's why I gave you the coin this morning before you left. I wanted to make sure that if anything, you were protected. So,
Miss
Where-
Barker, you said this. Excuse me. You said that there's this like good kid. How tall was he?
well, no,
Is this
there's
Rory?
a bad boy who has come
You're
to me.
talking. You said that he's gone. Are you talking about? You mean dead?
I don't know his name. Yeah, he's dead.
Are we talking about
She's talking
Rory
about
or Greg?
Rory.
He couldn't tell me his name. He told me he needed help.
Can I
And I-
describe
like?
Rory? Can I describe Rory to her and be like, they look flustered and pissed off and
Real
kinda
big,
dumb and
real
Do they have
big.
a southern accent, Mama?
Yeah.
yeah, that's her boyfriend. Oh, okay.
That's whose
Okay.
boyfriend.
I glare at Tomas and I say, Rory was not my boyfriend. And then I look very quickly at my mama and explain, he was not my boyfriend. He asked if we could get to know each other better, and now he's dead, so everything's fine.
She agreed to go to prom with him.
I mean, we knew he was dead.
I did not.
Tomas, she just simply said she'd think on it.
Oh.
She didn't.
Also, I mean, my dream was incredibly clear. Rory is no longer with us.
I
Oh,
whisper
yeah.
I whisper to Keelan, fuck, I forgot about prom. You find the date yet?
You see, Keelan,
Hilarious.
to be honest, I was kind of thinking that we could go together or something because I haven't asked anybody either. And you see that it's not done with like the intention of like let's go together. It's more like I don't got anybody. You got anybody? It's just like
Good plan.
So Keelan's asking more along the lines of like, should we just go together as buds, like
Yeah,
just so
'cause-
that we're not completely
yeah.
alone?
Go
Or-
stack
or is
together? Is
Keelan-
that,
or is
is that
Keelan,
the
like-
term?
pretty much.
Okay, I just didn't know if Keelan was like, we could go together.
No, you
together.
you've never seen Keelan kind of, at least not that you've noticed. There's never been any outwardly type thing like that. He's just very
we're bros.
yeah.
That's so cute. I love them.
And you do see that Ty gets the Ouija board onto the table.
Dude,
So
I don't know if this is a good idea, man. This is
you see Nana just kind of turn. Oh, I'm sure that your head is full of good ideas. And you see that she starts to kind of close the
Yeah.
curtains and whatnot. And Ty does start to turn on some of the lights. Yes.
No,
Say that again.
Phone's where I'm from.
Say that one more time.
Can I touch it? It's like a cell phone from where I'm from.
I'm sure.
you know, I noticed
But she
that
didn't say she couldn't touch it.
I noticed that Manny is the only one that actually said what he was, and I mean, at this point, Corinne and Grandma Barker are pretty obvious.
Yeah, they're Russian.
What are the rest of y'all?
So I look at Imogen and I say, well, what are you?
Oh, I'm Faye.
you're what?
She's like a fairy or some shit.
Man, there's a lot of gay people here.
You know, fairies are cute little guys
No. I didn't
that
mean
give
it
you
as
sweet dreams and pixie dust.
I didn't mean as
I'm not a fairy.
I didn't mean it as a bad thing.
I'm a true fae.
I don't know what that is.
So that's why you're so weird.
I think you're nice. I don't know.
Not as offensive. I
Oh,
think it's
Manny, don't
cool.
worry. We're friends.
What was that, Miss
cool.
Piper? You said something, but we missed some of it.
Since now,
I cannot hear you at all, Dizzy.
Yeah, you're real
Dude,
quiet.
really?
I
Hold
am
on.
only hearing half of what you're saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Alright.
your mic's like.
Hold on.
There you go.
1 second.
I can hear you there.
Knock that down. All right. So, well, that makes sense. It makes sense why you wanted to make deals all of a sudden in the auditorium.
Oh, that wasn't sudden.
Hmm.
Ice cream.
What?
So what do you miss, Piper?
Other than really
Apple
hot.
please me.
I mean,
I heard that.
You see, as that said, you hear Nana. All this talking, Jesus Christ, we haven't even gotten to the other things yet. And as they start to kind of turn on the lights, okay, which one of you is closest to this boy?
Raise
at
his
Piper.
hand slowly.
You have anything of his?
Digs through his backpack.
he broke my phone. Does that count?
No.
Damn nose. That's what he
Your
should have
phone,
done.
not
What did I do? I didn't do anything.
you
It would have
You
been
s-
funny to watch.
you see Nana pick up a hand. Do at your home, do you two just talk like this all the time? Does no one ever tell you to hush?
Reading you loud and clear. Gotta
Good.
shut the fuck up.
And you see that she extends a hand. Give me the thing.
That's over the thing to her.
Thank
That
you.
thing. That thing. Do the thing.
You see when you go to go grab this woman's hand, as your fingers just ever so lightly go to go touch her fingers, it hurts. It's like if though you've gently just touched a very, very hot piece of an oven.
Oh shit.
And she sees you retract and she just kind of stares there. And she goes back to the Ouija board. Yeah, that's the first for you. That's never happened.
Ooh.
And as she sits, okay, this is how this is going to go. We're going to take a second. We are going to call your friend. And we are going to see if he responds. So, no punks at the table. If you feel afraid and if you feel that you can't do it, stand up, walk away. But the table stays complete no matter what happens.
Shit.
You understand? Corinne.
Question. Have I
Yes.
ever had anything this is just like out of character. As a dead boy, have I ever dealt with this?
Oh, you've heard the prayers that Corinne's grandmother says daily.
Mm-hmm.
You hear them. They go on the wind. She prays for the dead every morning.
All right. Do I? Okay, I'm just gonna go with. I'm like sure. I'm dead and stuck in a loop. All right. Do we need to hold hands? Or
No.
It's not like the movies. Okay, cool.
All right then,
Darn
everybody.
it.
Is Manny happy that we don't have to hold hands? Just like, oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God.
So I'm going to go across the table and I'm going to ask you some questions. As you see Nana take a seat and close her eyes as there's a little glass of water in front of her and the Ouija board. No fingers touching the eye. And she begins to pray. I'm not sure who she's talking to or what she's talking to. But there's a rhythmic thing going on. Corinne, you've seen her do this before. You've never seen her work with a board. But she has communicated through the water. What is going through your mind right now?
I'm very nervous about what she's about to do because she has expressly forbade me from ever engaging with a Ouija board. And so to see her breaking her own rule is more than a little bit concerning for me.
Fair enough. Manny, you ain't seen nothing like this unless it was a movie. As a matter of fact, until today, you thought that only Keelan was someone like you. And you found out just now that that's just not true. How do you feel?
I feel really confused because I'm like, aren't Ouija boards made from like Parker Brothers or some shit? What the hell's going on? And I thought, hey, Imogen's been a fairy thing this whole time and they didn't tell me? And like everyone else here is like some freaky shit? What the? was just joking about the Scooby-Doo shit. What is this? Who am I going to ask out for prom?
There's a lot going on.
Very fair.
Many emotions.
Manny
Piper.
emotions.
Many
Oh, boy.
emotions.
Man notions.
Piper, you know that this is opportunity to find out what happened to Rory. You were not in a place of comfort, but you do know that you are safe. You've spoken with the dead before, not like this. This is different. This is controlled. How are you feeling?
I mean, it might be quite interesting to see how this is done in a enclosed environment. Also thinking about whether my mother went and picked up that godforsaken dress she picked out for prom.
You see, you get a text.
Oh God, it's pink.
It is Thomas.
Pink.
You've heard this woman's prayers before. It is done with a kindness that you didn't really know in life. So even though you don't know them, there's almost an inkling as if though you do just a little bit. How do you feel?
I'm feeling like I saw Rory get really upset before we had all these weird dreams. I'm kind of freaking out because I'm really freaking out because if he's dead, that's like hitting real close to home. And so I'm actually pulling out my phone since it doesn't seem like there's any attention on me right now. I'm going to see if Brian got a hold of Greg.
Nothing yet.
No messages. Is he at his house?
You can tell in the location he is.
I'm going to just do 3 question marks and hit.
You'll feel it vibrate when it enters.
Okay. I have a string on Rory. If we end up trying to talk to him, I will use it. If
Fair.
possible.
Imogen, you've heard of these soothsayers before. Most of them sell snake oil. You have no idea what this is, but you know, and you've known since you sat down. This is someone that's not kidding. This is not some hobbyist. This is not some random person that just decided one day to do this. This is tradition. This is learn. How are you feeling?
I feel like this is the real deal. I'm very super curious about how it's going to go down because I've never seen one in real life. I've only heard about them. Like, I've tangentially known that these things actually existed to actually witness one. Really curious. I'm going to try to focus most of my energy on the dream that I had of Rory and him laying in the leaves and also him standing up and seeing his neck like that. But I also have a tiny part in my mind that's like, I'm going to get that answer out of Piper.
Gotcha.
Because I want to know.
And
also,
you are there.
I told her what I was. She should reciprocate. It's only polite.
Fair.
It's only fair.
It's only fair. And as you feel that last moment, the candles heat begins to fill the room. The curtains gently moving from side to side. I would like Imogen to roll a dark for me, please.
Oh, that's a 9.
I would like Miss Parker to roll a dark for me, please.
So I'm trying to figure out what I add to that. Okay, there we go. Oh, these dice are cursed. 7.
That's still a pass. Manny, roll a cold for me, please.
Okay. That's a 7.
Piper, roll a dark for me, please. Say that one more time.
9.
9? All
Yeah,
right.
okay.
Yeah, but forgive me. Your it comes in and out. But I heard a 9.
Yeah. It's the setup.
Thomas, roll a cold for me, please.
I actually have my highest score is cold for some reason. Oh shit! I rolled a 4. I rolled double ones.
All of you in the roll 20.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't see anything on here, but yes.
On roll 20?
Yeah.
Yes. If you can, go to the Ouija board.
I don't see the Ouija board.
There is no Ouija
I
board.
don't see
There-
it either.
I don't.
You have to
You have to drag us
maybe
to it.
drag our characters to it.
You know what? This is what we'll do. You see as she puts just the lightest touch onto the eye. It begins to and she slaps the eye. Stop it.
I'm gonna write this down.
And as it stops, it stays there for a second. Is there a spirit here with us? To the yes. Is it a young man? It stays on the yes. And I'm not talking about the boy that's sitting at the table. You see that it stops, slowly moves its way over to the no.
So by the boy sitting at the table, she meant Tomas.
Hmm.
Okay.
She turns to Piper. Say the boy's name out loud for me, please.
Rory Stein.
Rory Stein. Are you here? It goes to move to the yes and then back to the no.
Uh-oh.
And you hear her. Who's here? It slowly moves over to A. F. R. I. E. N. D. A friend.
Friend. That's what Thomas says because he can read.
You see that he,
Apprehend.
you see that she kind of stops. A friend. I see.
It sounds like a load of horse shit.
You
Man,
see that she
I'm
looks.
getting worried.
You see that as she goes to go touch it, she just kind of nods her head. Funny. We're funny. You going to let me talk to this boy or not? Swings over. No. Okay. That's fine. I know what we're going to do. You see that she goes into her pocket and she pulls out a little vial that has a little golden cross on it. She puts it onto her fingertips and she does like that to the board. You like that, asshole? And you see that the eye does a little circle and goes back to the no. You're going to let me talk to him or not?
This is good.
It stays in the middle.
Is it holy water? Is this what I can discern
From what
context?
it looks like.
Okay.
And it slowly begins to make its way back to the no. Before you answer that question, think about it. And it goes to the middle again. And back to the yes. Oh. Yes.
All right, I am like,
Roast.
I feel like Tomas, who's really scared right now. Like he's
Yeah.
genuinely really, because there's still no text back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I look gaze into the abyss?
Yes, you can. What are we gazing into the abyss for?
I want to see if I can see who's here. I don't know if I know there's not like an astral plane. You know what I
Roll for it.
mean?
No,
But
I'm
you know
for
what
it.
I'm
Please
saying?
do it.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, I get a +2 to this. Oh wait, no, I get a +1 because it's dark.
You do have a string on Rory.
I have a string on Rory. Okay,
They give
if
you a
it's
+1.
Rory, I will use that +1. Okay, I got a 9. Does that pass? Yeah, it's success, but complicated. Okay.
As you see this woman fighting with whatever this thing is, you close your eyes, Tama, and you smell sulfur for the slightest second. And when you open them, there's a tall gentleman standing on the other side of the table with their fingers as well on top of the eye.
Ooh.
Real nice black suit. Little watch hanging from his waist. Proper tie. Real thin mustache and a small black hat. He looks sick. You see his skin looks jaundiced, and as though he's sweating a little bit.
Look down. You said there's a watch hanging off? Like
Mhm.
what time is that on the watch?
Oh, it's not open. It looks like if it's closed in his pocket.
All right, my eyes are fixated above the eye thing, and I'm looking at him. Does he see me?
As you open your eyes and you see him stand there, he goes and he turns. Oh, why, yeah. I am your huckleberry, young man. And he takes his hand off of the eye. Cigarette to his mouth.
Oh man, it's terrifying. I'm gonna
Oh, it's a
look at him.
pleasure. You and I have not met as of yet. You can call me Doc Holliday. You
Mr.
guys hear
Mr.
Tomas talking
Doctor?
to somebody.
Yeah, it's Mr. Doctor.
Mr. Doctor.
No reason for the mister. You can call me Doc. Doc Holliday, my friend. I see that you're trying to go and talk to one of my consorts, one of my younger men that have come into my employment.
Sir, Doc, Mr. Holiday, sir. Did this guy? Is his name Rory? We're really worried about him and would like to make sure he's okay in your employment.
Does the name Holiday sound familiar to me?
Oh, from the movie Tombstone. You know, there was an old Western cowboy that just seemed to be, that died from tuberculosis called Doc Holliday.
So are we hearing all this, or is this just Tomas?
I'm
So-
talking it right
Just
out.
Tomas.
We're talking to a movie
Okay.
character?
You're not sure. But
That's
as
hilarious if that's true.
as it stops for a second, you see him look. It does seem as though Roy does have quite a bit of friends. And he does seem interested in talking with all of y'all, but I just wanted to go and test the waters, you see.
Just want to jump in and specify Doc Holliday was a real person.
Doc Holliday was a real person.
You're right. I see this now.
And as you see that he kind of stops and he turns.
That's nice of you. Are you intending harm on anybody, Mr. Doctor, sir?
I'm incapable of committing such acts of harm inside this place. And you see that he turns to Nana, and Nana just kind of looks and smiles. You what, asshole? Get the boy, please. Hurry it up. And you see that he nods.
I do what she says, sir, doctor.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You see, the young lady here, she seems to have a little bit of a summoning circle underneath this table that she hasn't told any of y'all about. It's difficult for me to react the way I would normally. Fair enough.
That's terrifying.
And fair played. And I
Damn.
am a man of a gambling type, so well, gone.
I'm gonna check the floor to see if I'm standing in this circle.
Can't even see it. And as you do, the table, all the candles go out. You hear it all throughout your ears. Cold enters the room. The smell of sulfur fills all of your noses. And all of a sudden, for the slightest second, you feel despair. A place where there is no love. A place where there is no understanding. And then the table shakes. Everything goes pitch black.
Fuck. God damn it.
Very difficult for any of you to see. Then silence.
Fuck with the candles
Like this.
to get them to relight.
As you go to touch the candle, you hear Nana knock. And right as you go to touch it, well, shit. The candles turn back on. And you see a transparent Rory sitting on the edge of the table,
Jesus Christ.
Neck.
Rory. Fuck.
completely ripped open.
Do we all see this?
Oh, you all see it. I am so sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to just kind of pop in like that. I just got pulled out from wherever I was. Howdy.
Rory, bro. Where'd you go?
Hey. Oh, and you see, I'm sorry, ma'am. And he looks at Nana. I'm bleeding all over your carpet now and all that. I don't mean to. And
Filthy Casual redeemed a hydrate.
hydrate.
Consume your
way-
beverages.
Is he?
I'm going to die if I don't use the bathroom. I've drank so much of this coffee.
Let us go and as you hear that, oh shit. And you see Rory. Let us go to break. We'll be right back,
Hydration
everybody.
break.
Ladon.
Welcome back, everyone. For those of you who have the pleasure of following us in our Discord, please feel free to go and check. And in our streamer only chat, that there is a song playing, at least in my mind.
I'll
Uh,
post it in
Strange
the
Fruit from Billie
audience
Holiday.
chat.
The streamer
It's actually
only
in the
chat.
audience chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll put it in Tavern 1. Could
We
No,
got it. We
It's
got it
in the
the
audience chat. It's good.
good. Careful, there's a loud trumpet in the beginning.
Yeah, it's really cool.
But as you see this young man, neck torn, completely transparent, he takes a second, and the sadness fills his heart. Rory looks at all of you. I'm in a bit of a bad shape, huh?
I'm gonna give a look to Corin because this is her boyfriend. So
Corinne, how do you feel seeing Rory?
I'm really sad because, I mean, especially seeing how he must have died, it makes me wonder how he felt in that moment. And I'm trying really hard not to monopolize the moment with my feelings, because I know Piper must be feeling some awful things as well, because I mean he was part of her clique for so long.
Miss Piper, Rory, your right hand, transparent, gone, but somehow here, stands rather close to you, and he does put his head. Miss Piper, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to defend myself properly.
Rory, it's fine, honey. I'm sorry that this happened to you. I swear I'll find out who did it.
You see, Nana, where? Pick up. You ask for help? What you want? Well, I'm in a little bit of a dink. So, I have been informed by my patron, that I may have done too much good to qualify to be where I need to be. Um, I can show you. And he extends his hands out. The room goes black, and you all see in your mind's eye an old style Western saloon in a
Dang.
desolate desert. Pitch black outside.
It's getting weirder
And
and
as
weirder.
and as you are there, you do see Roy, bloodied neck, walk in, and you see Doc Holliday standing behind a table of blackjack. My, Mr. Stein. We have made a mess of things, have we not? Yes, sir. Boy, come sit. It's impolite to just go and stand in a man's house now.
Can I talk to Rory like where Doc Holliday won't hear?
He's just showing you something, but as soon as he's done with it, you can.
Oh, it's like we're
Okay.
watching a movie, kind of, right?
Oh,
Like
so
a,
we're not
yeah.
actually
like a
there.
memory.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as he sits in front of the table, you see that he's dealing out blackjack. Got caught. I see. Well, I did take out 2 of them, sir. You did. You know, I see potential in you, boy. I think you might be able to make yourself a fine devil. You see Roy put his head down. Why so glum? Well, I have friends, sir, and you see him walk up to him. Well, I got friends too, Mrs. Stein. And you see Roy look up. I do not, sir. I have very few, and they're very important to me. Well, you see him take a book out from his pocket. You see, there are some discrepancies with you, Mr. Stein. It seems that in the Book of Life, you may have done a little bit more good than you have bad.
Is he
So
taking
now-
out the book physically?
Oh, yeah. And you see him just kind of turn. So now what? Well, I would like to go help. I see. Well, you hear ting, 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 as doors open, and you see a woman walk in. Beautiful, long black hair, dark brown skin. She seems to be in the wear of a Cherokee medicine woman. She nods her head, and you see Rory turn. I always knew God would be a woman. And you hear Doc Holliday. Well, I'll be goddamn. Now, wouldn't I? So, here's the breaks. Where we going, boy?
Oh, don't go with him.
I would like to to make a choice of maybe going back up. Going back up? Yes, sir. I think it might be pertinent to go and give them a hand, and if these people are gonna hurt them too, I want to be able to stop it. Well, I'll be damned. But you see, it don't work like that. Ain't that easy. You don't get to give your soul and just get it back, boy. That's just not how it is. Sorry to take. But I wanted to play a game with you. Let's do some gambling.
Damn.
And you see Rory go up to the table. I give you a whole 2 weeks, boy. You're gonna prove to the Cherokee woman and myself that you belong down here. As is above must be below. Ain't that right, Roy? Yes, sir. 2 weeks. Then we'll see how it goes. Best of luck to you. You're gonna make a mighty fine devil when the time comes. And as he smiles, this beautiful, pristine smile, the jaundiced skin, the pencil-thin mustache, there's no mirth in it. But light begins to fill up the room as the Cherokee woman gently puts her hand on Rory's shoulder, and you hear, go. You'll be safe. And you just hear Doc Holliday laugh. You're gonna make a mighty, mighty fine devil, boy. We'll see. And there he is, standing in front of all of you. Well, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm real tired. It's been a real difficult day and a half. Well, shit.
Rory, dude. You gotta tell us where you went after you left the basketball court.
Well, like, I was real fucking upset and whatnot, and then everything happened, and I wanted to whip your ass, and then I felt bad for wanting to whip your ass, and then I was thinking maybe I could go and swing by the apothecary to go and say hi to Miss Barker, and just maybe go and talk or something like that. And I was thinking about maybe getting her some flowers or something for the next day, and I got all confused, and you see that he's starting to jibber jabber a little bit, and
Rory, your patron is Doc Holliday. It's actually Doc Holliday.
oh no, ma'am, that's how he presents himself to me. That's I believe that you people were going to call him a Lucifer.
Oh shit! I am like sick watching this because this was like I've never been. I'm.
Hey, Rory. I know we never talked. Probably don't even know who I am. Doesn't matter.
I do not, but howdy.
Yeah, cool. How about we don't beat around the bush? How did you die?
Well, I can tell you. So I was walking away from the gym, and in my mind, I'm thinking I want to go and get a gift or something like that. And I was walking downtown, and I went to the apothecary, but I didn't see anybody. And then when I was walking past, I started to get real angry, and I was just like, I'm gonna go break something. And I went to the forest, and I didn't want to go home all upset. So I started punching some things like that, and then all of a sudden
Yeah,
had
I
some
do
people
that
in.
too.
Yeah. Well, and there were people, and Mr.
People?
Lewis.
Mr. Lewis.
At least
Mr. Lewis was there in the forest, or
You see, it looked like they were chasing Mr. Lewis, right? And while I'm trying to figure out what was going on, I could see that he was running. And when I went to go call out to him, all of a sudden, I got stabbed. And then I saw there were a whole bunch more of them, and I decided, well, if it's a fight you want, it's a fight you're gonna get. And I started swinging, and well, I managed to go and knock out two pretty good, and I got my hands in them, and I got a little bit brave, not gonna lie, because all of a sudden I thought, well, you done brought a knife to a gunfight, and the guns are right here, baby. We're gonna make this happen, and I started going for it, boom, 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 and then something grabbed me from the back, and
Dude,
I'm really, really sorry, dude.
I'll be
Does my
betting.
grandmother have any reaction to any of this? Like Lucifer, how he died, Mr. Lewis, any of that?
Doesn't even bat an eyelash. She's just kind of sitting there. You see, she lights one of those unfiltered Pall Malls at the table. She's kind of nodding her head. Okay.
So, were they chasing Mr. Lewis, or was Mr. Lewis part of this?
Well, it looked like they were chasing him, to be honest with you. I could hear him scream out for help.
Did you
Dude.
call out to him?
I tried. Well, I got there and I started, doing my thing, and then I could hear the running, and then all of a sudden I saw these people in these black robes, and then I see Mr. Lewis running, and I hear him, help me, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna give this man a hand. I'm not gonna let him get hurt now.
Out of character, how has our experience with Mr. Lewis been?
He's always been real sweet, real quiet to himself. Like I said, you see that he smokes every once in a while in the back of the school. Don't bother nobody.
Okay.
He doesn't have any social medias, anything like that. And at least if he does, he's blocked all of you.
Right.
He's a smart
Smart.
man.
I, as a player, am super suspicious, but I'm trying to decide how suspicious Imogen actually would be.
You see that he starts to kind of.
Bro. Rory, dude. How can we help you? Don't go with that. Don't go with Mr. Doctor.
Well, I don't. I'm kind of working on that, Miss
What?
Corina. I'm very sorry that I've arrived to your grandmother's place of business like this, and I wouldn't have bothered if I had known anyone else that I could communicate with. But I always knew that you were different, and I was hoping that maybe she could go and communicate. Not that I have any other type of alternative, any ulterior motive or nothing like that. It's not that I just wanted to go and indulge in your privacy.
What do you want, Rory?
Give it 1 second, Imogen. What was that, Miss Barker?
I was just going to say, I think that Corinne would look at Rory. She's really, really sad, but she doesn't want him to feel like that's his fault, because he seems like that kind of person that would feel like it's his fault. And I think she just wants to reassure him that he is good and that he's going to be okay.
You see, he turns to you. Well, and he looks like he's about to go say something, and then you hear Imogen.
Sorry.
No. And he stops himself. Well, I think I'd like to help, and I think we need to start with Mr. Lewis's place, and then maybe we move from there. What I can't do much in my current state, but for what it is, if maybe I can point you in the right direction to some information, that might do us some good.
Rory. Thanks, man. I'm sorry we got in a fight like that. No,
Well,
I'm worried about you, dude.
I ain't too mad about it. And for what it's worth, Miss Barker, this don't hurt no more. Didn't really hurt in the beginning either.
Cry. I'm like, ah.
What I mean is, Rory, do you want to go with Mr. Doctor? Is that what we're calling him?
Doc Holiday. Mr.
I
Holiday.
look
Tomas.
at Tomas.
Tomas calls him Sir Doctor.
And you just see him kind of his head. Well,
Or do you want to go with the lady?
I don't know. And to be honest with you, I didn't know I would have a choice. I was young when it happened, around the age of 12. I was in an orphanage for a long time and thought that the only way I could get out of maybe I did something a little bit unsavory. And Mr. Holiday came in. Then my parents came.
What do you mean by that,
I
Rory?
sold my soul to be free.
We made a deal.
Dude, you're a kid. You can't
That's-
consent to that. I know my therapy. You can't consent to shit like that.
Oh, I'm not saying
Not your fault.
that it's right. I'm just saying that it's why you asked the question, so I'm answering.
So what do you
Dude.
want?
I want to be a free man. That's what I want.
So
Well-
how can we make that happen?
I don't
Tell
know.
you.
But to be honest with you, I don't particularly think that's your fight to fight. You may not have a dog in this one, yeah? But what I will go and say is that I can point you in the right direction. I think that Mr. Lewis might be it. And
The character takes that dog thing personally.
you just see that he nods. But I can't stay much longer. I do need to go. But I do want to go and say thank you for reaching out and for Miss Barker taking the moment to go and do all this. And Miss Barker, and he nods his head to Nana. And you see Nana for a second. Her face is saddened.
Yeah.
And she nods. It's true. Too young for that. That's why you have a choice. Let's see how the next 2 weeks go.
If you
Oh
do
my
go near
God.
Mr. Lewis, be careful. He had an iron band on his wrist.
Oh, I don't particularly think I'm going to be able to travel much farther than this place.
All right.
And you see that Nana just smiles as she puffs into a cigarette.
Do you know where they put your body?
I do not. I literally cannot find it. But
You were in the forest in my dream, and that pisses me off a little bit.
well, I will say this.
It's my part of the forest.
I agree. I know that Mr. Greg was taken, and I do believe that he is alive
What?
because I can hear him calling out. I'm
Do you
not
know
sure
where
who's
he
got him.
is?
I do not. But like I said, I think Lewis would be the best option to go and start.
Anyone know where Mr. Lewis lives? I don't really follow him.
You see that
I
Mhm.
look at Keelan and Manny and go, "Oh, I think we can find out."
well, I do need to be on my way. But Miss Barker, thank you so much. And you see Nana. Don't worry. And she opens up a little bit.
I'm gonna nudge Corin during all this, right before he leaves, and I'd be like, "Dude, he asked you on a date." At Corin, I'm like hinting at you should like kiss him or hug him or do something
mean,
nice
can
for
we-
him.
I was so out of character. I was under the impression that he's like
Definitely ghosts.
completely transparent. Like we can't like touch him. We can't.
You haven't tried.
Make
And the
pottery
ghosts,
with
like-
him.
Make pot.
I was thinking that. I was like, can I pull out my potter's wheel?
It's like
No.
Just right there in
erotically
front of
makes
Nana.
him.
I look at my grandmother and I say, Mama, can you please turn around?
You see, she goes and she puts a hand over her eyes.
I lean forward and I try to just gently kiss Rory's lips.
Roll a hot for me.
If you make it
Tomas is
for
like,
that is a 10.
yes, ghost love.
So you see at first when you go to go do that, he puts his hand on your chest. Miss Barker, and you feel it. And he just stops. Well,
Well,
Got him all Twitter pated.
I start to tear up.
I do think that yep, I don't know what the hell I'm thinking right now. And you see as he kind of nods his eyes like that, he starts to fade through. He's like, I won't be far though. I promise.
you get it, Rory.
And
I lean
And-
into Keelan. Now that was adorable.
you see as he starts to go, Corinne, you see a yellow jaundiced hand go over his shoulder. Easy there, boy. So
Oh.
sorry.
I have a question out of character.
Yeah.
So, can I can I hex things, I guess, that are not
I hex the
necessarily up
devil.
this
Can you hex
wheel?
the devil?
You can try.
Send the devil.
So I'm not trying to hex the devil. But if I wanted to, because one of my hexes is watching, if I were to get a sympathetic token from Rory, if I could go to his house and get something of his, would I be able to see through his eyes, or is that too far beyond the scope of what I can do?
Only way to find out is by doing it.
Right before he disappears, can I ask him, I need you to tell me a material thing of yours that was significant to you.
No.
My football jersey. And you see as he starts to get pulled, you see your nana stand up and you hear, not today, asshole. And she goes up behind him with a jar with an egg inside of it. She closes it up. And the curtains open. The candles all turn off. And you see she puts the jar on the table. Well, your friend's in the egg, if you're wondering. I guess we're gonna have to go and get that figured out in the next week or two.
Did
Did
you
you just
steal
Pokeball
him from the
him?
devil?
She Pokeballed him.
I think
Oh,
that's
I
more
knew
like
I
a
liked you.
Ghostbusters trap.
Hey, something like that. And you see that she just kind of starts sweeping him. Okay, well, you heard the boy.
Dude, I heard him say Greg. He knows Greg. Dude, I'm checking my phone again. Anything.
No response. And yes, Miss Piper.
For the damn devil.
Can't hear you.
Say again?
We can't hear you.
Is it actually the devil?
It is not. But you do know that that was a demon.
It's a demon or a lesser devil? Or is there a difference in this world?
Not really a difference in this world. But you know, whatever that thing was, it wasn't the devil.
I look
Nice
at
to-
Piper Row.
It likes to give itself airs of being more than what it is.
I look at Piper and I say, do you know where he lived? Do you know where his football jersey is?
Know all that.
Man, I can't hear you, Piper. You need to mess with your mic, I think.
This damn thing. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it.
Mhm.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm ready to be Hulk for this kind of stuff. Okay. Of course I know where he lives.
Not just that.
I know about everything about that boy.
Not just that, but you really don't need to go to the house. You got things that Rory always has that you have probably in your pocketbook. As a matter of fact, if you wanted to give it, you have a little letter that he wrote to you telling you just how much he appreciates you and how much he thinks that you are a kind and good role model and that he is very appreciative of you taking him away from the football team.
Odd. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so can I see this?
It would be up to her to share it.
I'm asking her.
In the mystical realm of wonders and see what you can pull out.
So I guess I look in the bag and I find this note and I pull it out. And I would like to attempt to cast Watching on Rory Stein.
Roll doc for me, please.
That's cool.
That is an 11.
So you have to enter a deep sleep, right?
Yes, on a successful cast, I enter a deep sleep and begin to see the world through the eyes of the hexed. I can feel their reactions to and impressions of what they are seeing.
So you fall into a deep sleep.
Yes.
You see as Corinne grabs the letter,
So,
gone.
She gonna like hit the floor? Can I catch her? I was next to her.
Yeah, you can go and catch it.
Shit.
As they did with Piper, that she's able to go move forward. But as you do,
I'm gonna lower her respectfully onto like a couch or something.
you hear Anna. Forgive me. You hear Nana. Oh no, you did that so soon. I wish you no way. And Corinne, you see everything transparent in this blue haze, but you see him looking at you.
No. I see the world through his eyes.
You see him looking at you.
Oh, I see him looking at. Okay.
Yeah, he's in the
So
jar.
I'm looking at me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't see him looking at me. I'm looking at. Oh shit.
And you realize he's stuck in the egg.
Oh shit.
But you
Okay.
do.
Can I?
But you do
Can I
feel.
dismiss the hex?
And as you do, as you're gonna go and kind of pull yourself out of it, you do go and hear a laugh. Real funny there, witch girl. I do appreciate you on your Nana. It's been a while since I've had anyone go and gamble. I look forward to getting to know you and your kin quite well. You think that boy is going to you? You think that boy is going to be free? I've waited 8 years, molded. I've made that boy.
He's 20 in high school. He's ancient.
He's failed a lot.
How far do you think you're going to take this? Because I can take this real far.
Right before I wake up, I want to, I guess, think or say or whatever to Doc Holliday there. Wait until me and my grandmother trap you, bitch.
Good luck.
You're gonna need it.
I do
wake up.
love a good fucking game. And you... Choo. With that.
I'm gonna hex the devil. Not right now.
So, as you all wake up and you see all this has gone down, Manny, you actually know where Lewis lives.
Why does he know where Lewis lives? This is
He actually
weird.
don't live too far from you.
Oh, okay.
For what
I
it
know,
is.
I know how get Mr. Lewis' house. He's like a neighbor. You guys want to go?
Yeah, we gotta go, man. Hey, Corin, you okay? I'm like
Brandon's-
sitting next to her on the couch where I laid her down, like the hell?
Corinne has no awareness that anybody else is there except for herself and her grandmother, and she looks at her grandmother and she says, "We have to trap the devil now."
Hear this.
Say that one more time, Piper.
Nothing.
Golly.
We
I
heard
think your
Golly.
mic is somewhere weird because, like, we can hear you when you really
When you look
project.
straight at the camera and get loud, we can hear you.
Are you gonna Pokeball the devil?
Okay.
Extreme close up.
God damn it. Do I hear her say devil?
Yo, yeah.
If I might interject, it is not a devil. It is not the devil.
Yeah.
Rory said it was Lucifer. Who is it?
It's not Lucifer. Oh man. I love when they do that. No, it is not the devil. The devil ain't got time for something like this.
I knew the devil wouldn't be a cowboy.
How would you know?
Well, see, the game between gods and devils has always been a quite interesting one.
Yeah.
You see the Nana pick up her hand, and she just kind of puts her hand on Corinne's chest for a second. I can't stop you, so I'm not gonna. You wanna help this boy, everybody? What are we doing?
Well,
Gotta find Greg, man.
We're going to
been
Mr.
missing for a
Lewis's house.
day.
And on the way, Piper's telling me what she is.
I might let you in on a little secret.
I told you mine.
You
Imogen,
see,
Thomas also didn't tell us what they are.
Oh, he's a ghost.
Oh. What?
It's weird, dude. It's just
He's
Why-
dead.
But why did we have to do all this for that dead guy when we have a dead guy right here?
you see Nana pick up a hand. Because this dead guy did not sell his soul to anything, so we had to go and talk to the thing that he sold his soul to go and get it over here to be able to communicate with it.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Okay.
You
I always
welcome.
trust the pharmacist, man. Other shit.
It's one of those things.
She's not a pharmacist.
She-
Good God!
you see,
Yeah,
Nana,
we're at a pharmacy.
Can Anele call himself a pharmacist?
a street pharmacist, yes. And you do see that Nana goes and turns to Corinne. Your friend, I think when he died, he hit his head very hard, and I don't know where he's at right now, but that's okay. So
Is that why you're
1,000
wearing a hat to cover the head trauma?
That's why the skull is so teeny tiny.
Good God. Bless his heart.
you see that
Jesus.
Thomas just has that long, pretty hair. Or just
Oh my god, your hair is magnificent. Wait, did I say
Uh,
that
roll-
loud?
ro- if you can, Thomas, roll a hot for me.
Oh my god, for the whole everybody.
Nope, just gonna roll a hot real quick.
Dang
That
it.
would be
Okay.
amazing for everybody.
It sucks because I'm dumb at being hot, so I get negatives.
You are.
Speaking of rolling a hot, did I get a string on Mr. Lewis earlier when I rolled that 12?
You
Rolled a
did.
9.
So as you see, Manny, as you see Thomas take off the hat, sexuality for the young is a little odd, and you just kind of stand there for a second, like,
Mm-hmm.
that's a really pretty guy, and it's not that it like does anything for you per se,
Need to know
but
what
for
hair
a moment
product they
there,
use.
but for a moment you just kind of did like, I don't think I've ever looked at Thomas before, and you're able to shake it off, or you just did like,
No.
but
I put my
it
hat back
but
on
it-
to hide the hot, okay?
but it kind of goes past you. It just like,
Mhm.
fuck. Okay, that was weird.
Fucking
All right.
1 second of gay panic. Ooh.
If I
So-
saw him stare at me, I would wink. But...
So now what, everybody?
Dude, we gotta go stalk Mr. Lewis, bro. This is gonna be fun.
Before we do that, Mrs. Corin's grandma, ma'am, what did Mr.
That's a
Lewis
grandma?
by here?
Yeah, why was Mr. Lewis here? The guy who bought the black candles, the red candles, the silver plate, and the mirror.
There was
Sorry,
Dude,
somebody
teacher.
here.
What?
He's-
You
What are you
didn't see
talking
him?
about?
Thomas also
See,
didn't
I
see him.
told you. I told you.
I think
He came right
somebody
out the
just
door as we were walking in.
did. Somebody
Yeah,
did he
he's the one who
shoplift?
opened the door.
I thought you were talking to your friends.
Mama, no, our teacher came out of here.
He had a bag
Our teachers
of
are
stuff,
closed.
ma'am.
The tall skinny man. He wasn't in the store.
Where was he?
Thank you.
You saw him walk out the store.
With
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
I didn't.
He
But no one
had
cares what I think.
red candles, black candles, a small silver plate, a mirror, and he was wearing an iron band on his wrist.
Son of a bitch. He
Mama,
can
what
hide
happened?
himself from me.
And he's the guy that Rory said that he was running and screaming for help.
Okay, fair. You got to go talk to this man. There's something maybe not right.
What if Mr. Lewis is bait?
I don't know.
And it was
Bye.
an ambush.
Yeah,
Well,
You see
Ma'am,
the egg starting to
what-
move against the glass.
the egg is
ma'am,
moving against the glass.
What could hide itself from you and from Hot Ghost? I mean, Ghost Boy.
I'm thinking
Lord.
this is someone that knew what they were doing. So they came in prepared with something. I don't know. But they
What
came in to go and get materials.
what could they do with those things?
Call up your friend.
Can they call him up while he's in here?
No, why you think I put him in the egg?
That was good thinking.
This way, this other thing doesn't call him up, and nobody else calls him up. I know he's safe here.
I have an idea.
Don't shake the
Oh.
bottle.
Fix
No.
the mayonnaise jar.
Just cracked the egg.
No. Mr. Lewis is looking to hear from someone in particular. So let's give him what he wants.
I don't want to give Mr. Lewis anything.
You got any illusion spells hiding under that red hair?
Well, I got something.
You see that then it looks at you, and this is actually the DM asking you too. What's on your mind, Miss Piper?
I could do it, but I'd need his body. And, well, you wouldn't be getting it back.
I don't need his body.
It's getting hot in here.
That boy pledged enough allegiance. I don't need any part of him other than his mind.
What does my grandmother say about Rory moving around in the egg when we say that Mr. Lewis was bait?
They're trying to call you friend.
Oh, they're trying to call him. That's what that is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to get going. How far away is it from here, Manny?
It's
About
just
20-minute walking.
what he said. What I said.
Piper, what's on your mind?
I'm gonna give this motherfucker exactly what he wants and make sure he squeals like a little pig in the middle of the fair.
I'll make him squeal like a pig.
Exactly.
Are we heading over to Mr. Lewis's place?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
On the
And
way
as-
there,
Yes.
all right, on the way there, can I hang back just a little bit from the rest of the group and pull Tomas with me so I can explain why he caught me taking a sympathetic token from his friend?
As you go to go do that, and you see that everyone's exiting out, you feel your grandmother kind of pull on your arm. Hey, take this. She hands you a taser.
It's like a real thing. That's hilarious.
Not everything is spirits. Not everything is spooky shit. Sometimes it's people. And people are way worse.
Mundane defense is important, okay?
Okay. I take it, and I don't. I'm very nervous about just having the taser because I don't want it to accidentally just shock myself, so I put it in my bag.
You want me to give you a gun?
Uh, Maybe later.
Nana's
Maybe
hardcore.
maybe you can give that.
Damn, she's like,
Tomas can have the gun. Tomas can have the gun. I don't want it.
I'm not going to hand the dead boy a gun that's underneath my name. It's fine. You can take the taser. That's fine. He's not getting any of that. You see that she goes to go light her cigarette. Let me know where you are, so I go on. I don't worry about you.
Okay, Mama.
You get the
I'm gonna kind of just kind of like as we're walking out, and I'm gonna look at Gil Barker and be like, "Hey, you ain't
Gil
gonna."
Barker. Oh my fucking god.
It's easier to say, okay?
Oh,
Just
that's
making it
great.
easy. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna look at her and then look down at the table and be like, look back at her and be like, "You ain't gonna trap me in one of those circles, are you?"
Oh God,
God.
please.
and she just walks away from you.
I look at Tomas really quick. I'm like, no, just don't piss her off, man. She's not gonna trap you.
You already be trapped, stupid, if I wanted to. And she goes and she starts to walk up the steps.
We're
Can I jokingly do something and see if I
Fuck.
die in the process?
God.
Fucking
Oh
Gonna-
no.
were I you, Tomas, I would respect the powerful granny witch.
I heard that someone is trying to do something terrible. Right before you do that. Right before you do that. Because I feel like this is going to go someplace kind of heavy. Thomas and Corinne, you do stop for a second. And Corinne, you wanted to tell Thomas something.
So the friend who I took the token from, it's not Greg, right?
No,
Okay,
not
I
at
didn't
all.
think
It's
so.
a dude that doesn't
somebody
even
we
go to
haven't met.
school.
There's a guy on the basketball team that I knew.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm we're Tomas and I are kind of walking and talking, and I'm like, look, you saw me take something out of your friend's bag.
Yeah, it was brutal. He took a jock strap, man. Then he was gone. I know.
That's the only thing I need something of significance in order to hex somebody, or else I have to look them straight in the eyes and start chanting in tongues, and that's not very subtle.
It's fucking metal though. But dude, that
Wait
guy
till
was
you see my grandma do it, and then see if she's still a gilf. You fucking weirdo.
hey, dude. I gotta come clean. I didn't really like that dude anyway, but I was worried about Rory, and he seemed to think you and I had a thing when I warned him about. Sorry, I warned him about you. So, some chicks are kind of scary. You're kind of scary. I tried to help him out, and he tried to fight me after school. And I don't know, man. I feel pretty bad about this whole thing because I saw him right before he ran into the forest, I guess. So, but know that I'm sorry. You're cool. Please don't hex me.
So Corinne kind of keeps it in the back of her mind that Tomas says, I saw him right before he went into the forest. And somewhere in her very angry, hurt brain, she conflates that it may have been Tomas's fault that he went into the forest. She doesn't say this. She doesn't say this to Tomas. I don't say this to Tomas, but she does think that for a moment, especially when he says, "Please don't hex me."
He's so guilty sounding.
Didn't he say that? Didn't Rory say that he went into the forest because Mr. Lewis was asking for help?
He did, but keeping in mind, young people.
Right.
He was already in the forest because he
When this
wanted to
happened.
be
okay.
stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So, I put that aside for a moment and I look at Tomas and I say, I didn't hex your friend in a bad way. I was trying to do the same thing that I just did to Rory. I was trying to see what he was doing because he was being a little shit about my family. But by the time I was able to do it, I didn't say anything.
Dude. I knew he left real quick. He's not at the school anymore. We lost our, one of our point guards. What'd he do? I mean, you don't have to tell me, but
There's just being a shit about my family.
deserved it then. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
And as you
He tried
guys
to, he
finish
tried
up,
to steal some stuff from my grandmother's shop. So
Fuck that guy.
and as you're having this conversation, Miss Piper, what terrible, crazy thing are you thinking about?
I'm gonna look back at Corinne's grandmother and smile and make the joke, I'll have her home by 10, and let my eyes flash yellow.
Ooh.
You see that she's on the steps. Keep in mind, you don't scare me.
Not the intentions, just letting you know she's in good hands.
She scares me. That's why I saw this.
And as you do that, she does have a moment of, say hi to your mama and your papa for me. And she
So since
continues up the steps.
out of character, I want to be like, Grandma, what the fuck? But Corinne doesn't know about her parents.
Yes.
Can
So-
I ask an out of character question as well?
Sure.
If something happened in my forest, or my part of the forest, would I be able to feel it? Like, say, if somebody was trying to hold a seance to contact the dead?
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I don't
Okay.
feel anything weird happening with the forest. I feel like I would be paying super attention to that connection.
Oh, yeah.
Because
The green would speak to you. You would hear something.
Okay.
But you ain't heard nothing.
Okay.
Who knows? He might be in his house doing it.
Mm-hmm.
as we're walking, Tomas is gonna get out his broken ass phone. Be like, hey, I should probably get your guys' numbers, but if I do, don't put me in your fucking group chats over stupid shit.
You see your phone.
Did I
hit
hear him
detect.
ask us to put him in our group chats where we send each other silly memes?
Yes, you 100% did.
That's what I
yeah.
thought I heard.
You guys have group chats?
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh,
Manny,
we do now.
you and Caitlin and I
you're gonna
have
be
a
in
group
'em.
chat. And
You
no, I
do?
don't have a group chat with these guys.
You see
Oh,
We do.
you see Keenan look.
I start looking
you
on
get
my
it.
phone.
You've been in the response. You haven't responded, but you've actually. It's been going on for like a hot minute.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I hope they didn't make one without him. Like you
And-
have one
and-
group
I was
chat that's
about to say,
quiet, and then you have
Caitlin.
one that he's not in.
And while everyone has been standing there, I've been looking up all of the werewolf memes that I can find and like
Aw.
mass sending them.
I finally
I-
scroll through it. I'm like, oh.
You see that there's
Why?
like one meme of like a picture of a werewolf, furry or supernatural.
They're good. They're good natured. They're good natured.
No, furry.
So do you? So do you guys begin taking your walk as you're getting your numbers in and stuff like that?
I have the feeling that
Man.
Keelan starts sending back all of the fairy stuff he finds. Just responding in kind.
You just see as you're walking, you get like a picture of just like a fairy that I would go and say that it's like a fairy in like in leather daddy stuff. It's just like
Oh no.
it just like it's got no sentences, no nothing, just like leather daddy, just like all this weird stuff. It just like, yeah, you like that. It just keeps on walking. It's just weird shit.
I'm not very good at memes, so I just post a picture of Tinkerbell and a smiley face.
You see Keelan just kind of stop. And he just says the
So
LOL
this is
without
just
laughing
this
at all.
is just in their group chat. We don't see this.
No, it's just in
Yeah,
their
it's
group
just the
chat.
three of
Damn
us.
it.
Because we haven't started a group chat. We just shared phone numbers earlier this day.
Oh, as we're walking.
I send back a picture of Scooby Doo, a talking dog.
So
Accurate. Mm.
you do make it rather quickly. The sun is beginning to go down. This is your MC asking you, what are you doing?
Casing the place.
Does it look like if we're there, does it look like there's lights on?
You're able to go and point out the house pretty quick, Manny. And the lights do
I
seem to be on.
I look at Keelan and I tell him go take the back door.
Okay.
And I just walk up to the front door
Yeah, I
and
was about to say that.
I look back at everyone. I'm like, okay, and I kick it open.
Guys, filthy casual redeemed to hydrate.
Oh,
Oh.
you kicked the door open?
I kick the door open.
Um,
I flip out. I'm like,
He came to
"Manny,
kick
we don't even
doors,
know
and
other
he
people here.
did.
What are you doing?
Wait, is this the front door or the back door?
Front door.
Roll a volatile for me. Oh shit! Well, this just hit the fucking shit just hit the fan. All right, here we go.
Manny's like,
Piper
"We gotta move this shit
unintentionally
along."
That's a
turned
12.
on.
Oh
That door
my
is gone.
God.
So I want you see this
It's just shards.
hunkered
everywhere.
over. I mean, they're tall, and then you see them stand up straight, and you start to see they're built like a shit brick house.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck.
And he
Oh.
slams that foot through that lock like if it was made out of fucking Swiss cheese. Just boom! It looks like a SWAT team was with him. And as it burst open like that, there's nothing. Manny, as you look into that room,
Oh God, was he behind the door and I just killed him?
there is no. You notice something. There's no television. There's no couch.
That's weird.
There's no pictures on the walls. Everything is painted gray.
Hey,
The place
guys.
fucking stinks of something sickeningly sweet.
You guys smell that?
Is this a smell we would know?
Oh,
Well, it really depends how many of you have smelled death, corrosion, and rot.
I mean, I feel like I would have.
I'm going to argue that I have, being in a forest as often as I have.
You kick this
See a
door
lot of dead
open,
bodies out there.
and let's go and
Dead
see.
animals.
Jesus Christ, these werewolves on some shit. You see that as Manny kicks that door open, the back door, same thing gets kicked open. And you go, you say, Kaylani, just kind of look, and he goes and he nods. There is
Keelan?
nothing here.
Keelan.
Forgive me. You see
Can-
Keelan
can-
kicks that door open. Nothing. Yes.
Piper's just standing there in shock. She's just like, I
Roll
don't know.
a
I was about to say,
hot
can we-
roll a hot for me real quick.
Who, me?
Oh yeah,
Imogen,
you.
Imogen kind of fans herself and goes, "Oh, I always forget how strong they are."
Good
I would also
golly.
like to be turned on.
That's a 10.
That's a 13 with the modifier.
So as he kicks
What did
this
Manny
door
get?
open,
I got a 10.
Manny got a 10.
Oh
Dang.
shit!
But
So
as he
we're all
kicks
like
this door
turned on now.
open, all of you kind of have this moment of like, wait a
Bruh.
second.
Hot
So
damn.
But-
Manny gets a string on it on all of us now.
I'm gonna give a string to Manny and all of you, but Imogen, as you are there, you think to yourself, I mean, are we really that far apart from each other?
We're not. We're not. What a
Dude.
species.
And you notice this little anime kid. That ain't no little nothing.
It's
This
an
is a-
anime man.
This is the anime man.
Is Imogen gonna be like, notice me, senpai, or?
And in that moment,
No, she's
in that
already cool with
moment,
them.
you do go and turn and you do see Piper. And you see Piper kind of Piper, how do you react when you see him turn with that 12 that you rolled?
I giggle and try not to blush so hard and fail epically and just a bright red.
You remember what it was like to see Harper change. You remember that new feeling, that intensity. And he's become so boring. He's what
My
you know.
God.
This boy here, though, he's full of surprises. And
girl.
that's different. Maybe it's a new flavor of the week. Who knows?
New hotness.
But as you kick through that door, are you guys going in or what are we doing?
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
we're
already
going
in. I'm in there.
Corinne
mean,
is like Corinne
is
is
there-
really
I got a
nervous about
question.
going in.
I got a question. Is there a second
Sure.
floor or is this just one floor?
Just one floor, and you notice that there is one door down the hallway.
I am
And-
following my
I open
nose and I'm following that
Healthy
sweet scent you
casual redeemed to
described.
hydrate. Healthy casual redeemed to hydrate.
Oh,
because
again?
Tomas
Oh,
is talking
okay.
about how
because we're so
Tomas
thirsty.
mentioned we're thirsty.
I'm sorry I made you all thirsty.
as you
I
as
would like
everyone's
to hang
going in,
back in the back of the
and as you start to hang
turret.
back, Manny, you going up to that door. You walk right past the bathroom. You walk up to the
I'm
door.
right
where
behind him.
You smell him in here. The door's closed. What are you doing?
I kicked that shit open too.
I'm like,
You
Can I
notice
try to catch him?
like in a Pokeball?
You mean like to
No,
stop
not
him?
like grab. I want to grab him really quick and be like, "Hey, hold on, Nick. Wait a second. I have a better idea."
I just try the doorknob. If she's grabbing him and I'm right behind him, I just grab the doorknob.
Oh,
and
let her
open
do
it.
her idea. Let her do her
Oh.
idea.
As you go to grab what's going on, Piper? What are we doing?
I just want him to get him to stop for a second so somebody else can do something. We need some kind of element of surprise.
As you go to go stop him, and you put your arms on him, you kind of catch each other's eyes for a second. And Manny, you've used that TikTok thing quite a bit.
Yes.
You know that filter where people's eyes turn like little hearts? You kind of see that Piper just kind of stands there with you for a second. And Imogen, you turn the knob. And the door opens wide. Oh, I'm not sure if Imogen hears me. Let us give it just
I'm
a
gonna
second.
see if I can see while we're walking around while this is happening. Can I see the other werewolf dude?
You heard another kick, and you got a pretty good feeling that the werewolves decided we're not gonna wait.
Can I just open the door from the inside for him?
Oh, he kicked through that door.
Oh, okay. All right. So you guys are like
Fucking werewolf team 6.
They swatted this Cheech's house.
So there's a door that. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
So there's a door that Imogen turned the knob and
Imogen
opened.
just grabs the knob,
While we're
And
busy making googly eyes at each other.
and as she turns, the door opens. And you
I'm
just-
sorry. I'm sorry.
No worries.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, door's open. Look at that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Imogen, as you open the door, there is one wooden seat turned to the corner. What looks to be cardboard covered in red cloth, a broken mirror, and candles thrown to the side. And you see Miss Lewis sitting in the corner, his back turned to all of you.
Do I see him?
Oh, you see him. You all do.
Is he
Just
dead?
sitting there.
Question. I feel like as a dead person, there's a stillness that dead people have because they're not breathing.
Mm.
And the
Does
rigor
he have that?
mortis.
Yes.
Oddly enough, As you say this in your mind, Imogen, is he dead? And as Tomas goes to go turn, you see his back arch a little bit.
Possessed?
I wanna add Corinne did not like the stench of the house and did not want to go in. So she is still standing out. So I'm still standing outside the back door. I'm not
Keelan's
Since-
probably still at the door too, right? He's guarding.
He's guarding.
Yeah.
Since Imogen was the one who opened the door, I'd like to just step in front of them, just in case if this guy's gonna do something.
As you step in front,
I
see
noticed you had a new
Lewis.
piece of attire today, sir.
Mr. Lewis starts to stand up.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, I guess you could say that.
Care to explain?
His face still pointing towards the wall. I could, but it's unfortunate that the little Scooby-Doo gang decided to come all the way to my home. And you see him start to turn, and as he does, all his skin slowly starts to turn cold black. As it starts to go up his nose and his fingers start to elongate. Oh, that was a mistake. You should have stayed at the witch's house. And you see his fingers start to elongate a little bit. Didn't you see what we did to your friend Rory?
Thank you for the confirmation that you're the one that defiled my forest.
Oh, I'm so sorry, little fairy. Did we upset you?
Does Mr. Lewis sound possessed? 'Cause
I-
this doesn't sound like him at all, right?
He doesn't sound possessed. You don't know if he's possessed, but whatever the hell's standing there, he don't look like Mr. Lewis anymore. As his
Have you
teeth start to
always
get longer.
been our teacher, or did you take over his body?
So many questions.
I want to take
Merely
off
a
my
curiosity.
glasses,
It doesn't matter. Your fate is sealed anyway.
and I'm just going to put them either if there's an end table somewhere, or I just hand them to Imogen. Someone just. I don't want my glasses to break. And-
If you hand them to me, I will take them
Okay, you got them.
and put them in my pocket.
And I don't know how feral wolfy I can get, but I am pissed off that this guy, our teacher, had just apparently murdered one of our classmates. So I'm starting to fucking lose it. So if I can start showing my fangs or my
Are we
claws or
giving
something.
in to our darker self?
Oh yes, we are.
Hey, as we're doing this, I'm gonna look at Manny. I'm like freaking the fuck out, but I'm gonna look at Manny and be like, dude, you're a dog, right? Can you smell?
I will be soon.
Can you smell Greg, man? I don't know if you knew him, but man, I'm freaking out. He hasn't answered in 2 days, dude.
Ask me later.
Right when you
Hey.
go to ask that
Ask me
question,
later.
you see the clothes start to burn off of Mr. Lewis.
No fuck.
And then Manny beginning to bulk up, fangs starting to grow, his fingernails starting to grow longer. You see the disconjointing of limbs as he begins to give in to his darker self. And in that moment, you see this creature. Ah, I see now.
Oh God.
How very quick. We were waiting to see if we could get you all at prom, but, well,
As he's
Idiot.
talking, I don't want to let him finish, and I just want to jump and try to go for his neck.
you gonna lash out? All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Roll a volatile for me, please.
That's an 8.
As this thing is talking, you biting it or you scratching it? What are we doing?
I am biting his neck.
You see Manny jump a lot faster than what you thought he was going to be able to. And he clamps onto this man's neck, this thing's neck. And you see that it claws into you. And it does hit. It does do one harm to you. As you go and you do
Damn.
harm to it. And as it claws into you, you hear it. Shit. Now, as it is a full-out fight now. I'm going to ask a few questions. Imogen, what are we doing?
I have. Okay, so I have two things. I realized that I am also going into my darkest self.
Oh no, my glasses.
Because this dude killed somebody in my forest, and that pisses me off. And I will be taking that out in blood.
All right.
And my second thing is I noticed that most of the stuff that he got from the witch's house is on the floor.
Mhm.
Is the silver plate still there? Or
It
the
is.
mirror?
The mirror's cracked.
Okay. Could I don't know like what kind of fairy magic that I would have, but could I like turn the plate into a dagger or something? Or would I be able to break it so it has a jagged edge?
You wouldn't be able to break the plate, but the mirror itself does have a piece in it that you could use to stab.
I would love to grab that piece and try to stab it into him.
Roll a volatile for me, please.
Shit.
That one fell. Oh, that's an 8.
So,
Good job.
Piper,
I'm
Thomas,
pulling
you
Piper.
see,
Yeah.
you pulling Piper back,
Yeah,
and
'cause
now
I'm
you
like,
see this young lady's eyes turn a bright purple as she grabs a piece of the glass and she stabs Lewis underneath his arm, and you just hear him fucking shit, and as he gets stabbed, you just see more of that black ichor start to
Does
go
he
and
still
pour
have
out.
the iron band on his arm?
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
Piper, what are we doing?
Piper wants to do something that's not necessarily giving into her darker self, but it's something along those lines. I think it would still fall under that.
Okay.
She wants to contain him.
How?
Like, so, you know how they did the panda thing in Turning Red?
Are we going to sing to him?
No, not exactly. But like the same concept as that.
I don't
She
think
wants
Daniel's
to trap
seen this
him into
movie.
something.
I haven't
I'm
seen this
gonna
movie
guess
either.
that Daniel has not seen this movie.
Daniel,
one
you
of-
should see that movie. It's pretty good.
You
But
really should.
They exercise a spirit with the power of the Backstreet Boys. It's really good.
Oh. Are we going to exercise this thing from Mr. Lewis?
Yes, because technically.
How are you going to exercise? You're like a
Okay,
girl.
so this is where this is where what she is comes into play. So
They watched The Exorcist
is-
one time, so you know.
she is basically the daughter of a god that grants wishes.
This is what we're going
Oh,
to
that's
do.
nice.
You are going to roll a dark for me.
Fuck me. I get a 13 with my
Jesus.
+2. Yeah.
Here is
Man,
the
that's a
good
good
and the
roll.
bad.
Oh fuck, I'm gonna die.
You see as your eyes grow yellow and your hand turns into eldritch shadow. You hear the word expel. And you see that it hits Lewis. And as it does, its jaw begins to unhinge. Oh, little child. I've always been this. Nothing to expel here. Sadly, he is not possessed.
Well, shit.
It was worth a shot.
I'm glad we
Tomas.
tried. All right, everyone's being crazy up in here,
Yes.
and so Imogen just broke a mirror and and like
and
shank
stab the
Mr.
shit out of this man.
Lewis.
He's hurt.
All
And
He's
right.
real hurt.
she's looking a little feral herself.
So
Like,
what? Okay.
Sometimes
she
she
probably
looks a
looks
little
psycho.
unhumanly. She looks very unhumanly right now.
Oh man. Okay. I have two questions. Piper, what are you doing? Like you just tried to.
Tried to expel the spirit that she believed was inside of Mr. Lewis, but sadly, Mr. Lewis isn't a spirit. He is a ghoul.
That's terrifying.
There's
And-
just leaking ichor everywhere.
Does it look like we're winning?
I'll bring my makeup wipes.
It's hard to decide just yet. It's still standing and it's still fighting.
Dude, all right. I'm gonna be like, all right, looks like you guys got it. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna go through the floor.
You go through the floor?
Yeah, I can also fly. Not that that matters, but all right, I'm gonna go down outside to go see Corin and be like, I'm just gonna whoosh through the wall.
Are we going through the wall? Or are we going through the floor?
I'm going to. She's on the first floor, so I'm going to her.
Well, there's only one floor in this house.
Oh, I thought we went up a floor. Sorry.
Mm.
I'm going through a wall to her. I'm going her direction.
Corin,
I don't
you
know if there's
see
anything.
you
in
see
between.
Thomas running out of the wall like that, and you hear this ruckus inside this house.
Yeah, so Tomas flies out and I'm like, what the fuck is happening in there?
I'm gonna be like really frazzled, and I'm gonna be like, "Spooky girl, what the fuck is a ghoul? Because that's what's in there. Mr. Lewis is a ghoul. What the fuck?
He's a
Fuck.
spookums and such.
He's a ghoul?
Spookums. I've never dealt with one of these things. My grandmother has not yet taught me how to deal with one of these things. So just in case, I pull the fucking taser out of my bag
really
and
like-
I run inside.
I'm gonna be like, yeah. And then, is there? Okay, you said this house was like empty, right?
Yeah.
There's
Let's fuck it
nothing.
up.
There's
Nothing
really
in here.
nothing.
Really nothing.
Wait, can we light it on fire and kill the ghoul?
I was gonna... Wait, how do we know he's a ghoul?
You
'Cause he's-
don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said he was.
But
Sorry.
but for what it is,
He did say
this
that.
is-
We just don't know what he is.
yes, you don't know what he is, but you will begin to go and realize something in a turn. But we'll get to that in a second.
I'm gonna look around and be like, dude, why don't let's set this place on fucking fire, man. You got a taser, we got lights.
That is
Yours-
an extremely bad idea, and I am not going along with that. And I keep running towards the source of the noise.
As you
I'm like really worried. Okay.
as you run to it. Now, you have an opening to tase this thing. You see it now. Will you roll a volatile for me, please, if you're going in to do that?
Dude, if she's not like some creepy monster with a shank or a werewolf or anything, I will be afraid and grab her.
No,
That is only an 8.
It's pretty high though.
You get past, and as you do, you see all this happening. But you forget Manny's bit onto him. Manny, you take a good old
Toasty.
and you
That-
do let go.
But no, listen here. It's an electric shock that tenses your muscles. So if anything,
Oh,
I
he
grab
did
on
not
even
let go.
harder.
So, okay. It's not enough to take a harm. But when you grab on, you literally hear it. As this is going down, you see this thing's jaw begin to open itself up as it begins to pull its neck over. And you see as its mouth opens, it looks like an anaconda as it begins to try to swallow your head, Manny. I would like you
Okay.
to roll a volatile for me. Yeah, yes, Corinne.
I was gonna say, as Corinne is watching this, she drops the taser and I become my darkest self.
Yeah.
I
Manny,
rolled a
what did you get?
12.
The room grows cold. The lights begin to flicker all throughout the house. And as this thing's teeth begin to scrape the side of your head, Manny,
Dude, he's getting fucked up.
you feel that peace. You don't scare me. And you know that bullies don't scare you anymore. And you crunch down. And you feel the mouth kind of.
I would like to also put my arms around them. And if possible, I don't know, I'm not sure how turns work here, but I would like to suplex him backwards, like,
Yes.
so that his
Good.
head crashes into the floor.
I really love how you continually work wrestling moves
With this,
into D&D.
I'm gonna let
Always
you
will.
roll. I'm gonna let you roll with this 12. And as you see that it's holding limp, you see Manny pick up this 7-foot, God knows what, and slam its head clean against the wood floor. That cracks underneath it. And it just stays there like.
I
Its hand kind of stands up. Shit.
I would like to take my mirror shard and stab him again. Probably somewhere where a heart would be if he had one, but
You won't even have to roll the volatile. Green, as you pull back, your hair beginning to float up with the air.
and I'd like to like drag
Imogen?
the mirror down if I can.
Fuck you, guys. Anyways. And
Nobody defiles my forest.
you see it fall into the wood. Oddly enough, there's light coming up from the crack.
I grab his corpse and just shove it out of the way.
The
Wait,
crack in the wood or the crack in his body?
The crack in the wood.
Okay.
wait. Wait, what happened? He fell through the floor, or he's alive?
No,
He was
fell
alive.
onto the floor, but it's a wooden floor, and we're seeing
Light coming
light
up
come
from
up
the
between
bottom.
the cracks.
Is there a trapdoor?
Can
Yes,
I don't notice this. I need to take a
I
minute to calm
punch the
down.
floor.
I
Y'all
was gonna
taking
be
too
like,
long.
go and like grab one of the floorboards and try to rip it up. Like I'm a little hurt, but like I'm
as
gonna
you see
try.
as everybody starts to kind of go and
It
pull,
just
and you
broke
see
my
Manny
head
punch through it. You see Greg tied up and what looks to be a little trapdoor type thing. Hey!
Yes, like he sees this trapdoor open, and we've got Imogen looking feral, and we've got
A
Manny
werewolf.
looking like a werewolf.
As
And
all this is happening, Greg's eyes go wide and he passes out.
Good Lord, I think we scared him.
You guys, fuck.
So
I'm gonna
I'm
go
sorry.
down.
I didn't mean to.
I'm gonna
And-
climb down, and like get my friends and see if fuck he's okay.
as you do
Thank
get
God
your
he's
friend
okay.
and you are picking him up, he does kind of come to. Oh shit! Oh my
Wait,
god!
I would like to keep him like, because this is gonna be weird to explain. I'm going to look at you guys and be like,
I'll take a step back and
And then everybody kind of started to take a step back to kind of pull themselves back
Corin,
together.
did you go quite dark mode yet?
I guess
Yeah.
not, because
She's in process, but she's able to kind of pull herself back because she wasn't
Okay.
able to really react. I'll rule that.
Okay.
His this creature's death actually provides enough
Like justice, right? for you?
justice. Yeah, provides enough
Yeah.
justice to the wrong that she feels to let her go back into her.
I
And
would
of
like
herself.
to say something before that happens.
Mhm.
Sure.
I am 100% turned on by Imogen just jumping in there and stabbing the shit out of this guy.
I'm just gonna take a fail roll on that hot.
I'm-
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can just take a fail, like
Hilarious.
So
I am
what I
at
will,
base instinct right now, so you know.
you know what, that is fair, and I will go and say you can have a reaction. You can give themselves to, you can give yourself to them. You can promise something they want, or you can get embarrassed and act awkward.
Well, I mean that's just me 24/7.
Fair enough.
But
Are you gonna start
I-
humping Imogen's leg?
no, I'm not. Not
So I
yet.
feel like that's
Not
all
yet.
fine.
I- I would like to give myself to them in the way of, you want to go to prom?
Imogen is standing there and she's like, too many teeth. They're very sharp.
I
Her
also have
eyes
too many
and
teeth,
like her
and they
hair's
are
standing
sharp
on
too.
end.
But it's kind of doing something for you. You're not gonna, it is what it is. It's
You guys
just
are
it's a
sick.
thing.
And you know what? The way that he kicked that door in earlier was really. And she's like, yeah, sure.
Cool. Yeah.
As this is happening, Corin and Piper, you see this interaction, and it pulls you both back from wherever you're at. Just like,
I love that comment in the chat. They kiss and there are too many sharp teeth that just clack together.
as you do get Greg up,
Do I get a string from Manny? I do, don't
yeah,
I?
then you guys get a string on each other.
Well,
And-
yeah.
Piper and I just take like the failed cold roll. Like we just took a cold shower. We're like, oh.
And then you see, now, as soon as Greg wakes back up, you go and you just see him. No, and he's trying to go and fight back. Say, fucking blonde bitch! I fucking
Ah!
son of a bitch!
Greg, it's me, Tomas. Get a hold of yourself. Shit.
It's Annabelle.
What?
It's fucking Van Helsing.
Oh, our principal? What the fuck? What do you
What
mean?
is?
It's Annabelle. It's fucking Van Helsing.
She's the one doing this?
They killed Rory.
All right, I'm gonna give him a. I'm gonna
The
do a filthy
principal
casual.
killed
Says
Rory.
I'm gonna give him a good smack. Be like, get a hold of yourself, dude.
As you smack him, you see that he opens up his clothes to go and see where they've been draining him. It's Annabelle.
Dude, I saw her.
It's fucking Van Helsing at the school.
That doesn't make sense. I saw her like praying for you guys and shit. I mean, creepily, but
She,
You know the
mm,
I don't know, but it's Van Helsing.
dude. So she got you? Like, who got you, man? Like, how
I
did
don't
you?
fucking know. These things work for her, some shit like that.
Like, there's more teachers that could be like fucking Mr. Lewis.
Not that I saw people inside of the town. There's like a whole group of ghouls in this fucking place.
Can I
Dude.
text? Can I be texting my grandmother and saying, "What do you know about my principal?"
Mhm.
You can.
Dude.
And as you're sending that out, you're just going to see Greg. It's Van Helsing. Like,
Dude, shh. Let's get out of here first. We're in this fucking creepy guy's house. There's gonna be more of them.
you guys actually don't have to roll for this, but you hear the
Shit.
Dude.
Shit, the
what
cops.
happened?
I'm Hispanic. This ain't good.
Oh my god.
I think we
Dude,
need to burn this house down. That was a very nice idea that somebody had earlier.
Dude, I
Oh,
got
with pleasure.
It's the
Let's get
fuzz.
out.
Cheese
Take it through
it.
the back.
Jeez.
Does this house like back up to the forest or anything? Is it
It,
close to the
it does. Yeah, you can get to the forest from here. And you do
Okay.
realize there is a stove if you wanted to go and just turn the gas on.
Yeah.
I grab Greg and just put him on my shoulder.
Oh, okay. Oh, God.
be gentle with him, dude.
Let's
Who
go.
No
is-
time,
No
let's
blood
go.
in him.
Who is igniting the
Make it
flame
big.
in this house?
I'm gonna
I
look
guess.
down at the
I
taser
was
and I'm
about
gonna
to
hand
say,
it back to her.
I was
Be
about
like,
to say, like, we've got the taser. I don't know what the fuck this can do, but
You can walk up to one of the curtains and just.
I
cool.
as we're walking to the back door, I turn on all of the stove knobs.
Oh, I was gonna do that. Yeah.
Okay. And
We'll go
I
So
say,
once I
hey, give
Wait,
the
does
taser
the-
to the dead guy. He can take an explosion.
Is there a fireplace that is also gas?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
But who's gonna turn the curtain on fire? Out of curiosity.
Tomas.
there, guys.
I hand the taser back to Tomas.
I didn't
Thomas,
help
you-
at all. So.
You see a few sparks come out, and you do see the curtain start to ignite.
Yeah, I'm gonna let everybody clear the house.
No worries.
We make sure
and-
Keelan's with us.
You're able to, and they are. You're able to turn it
so
on.
wait, I have some ideas. I would like to come and grab Mr. Lewis and like toss him by like something that'll burn quickly.
You can put them by the curtains.
Yeah, and I'm gonna like pull the curtains down and like set them on fire, and I'm gonna walk through the house and set everything I can on fire.
So
And then, go
the
ahead.
funny thing is, as the curtain that's on top of Mr. Lewis turns on, you
Mhm.
realize you probably don't have to do much else because his body ignites like if it was kindling. just-
Shit. Bro.
That house is about to go up.
I'm so excited about this arson that I'm committing. And then I'm gonna like snap out of it because I'm like a dumb boss boy, and I'm gonna face to the wall and be like, "Hey, I know we
I'm
haven't thought past this far, but where are we going?"
leading everybody into the forest. I'm like I have led everybody kind of a safe distance from the house, and I'm saying, all right, let's go, and we're going into the forest.
So
I'm texting my grandma.
And
where-
I'm saying
where I am.
like deep into the forest, no eyesight to the house, and going. And then I say, okay, where are we going from here?
I think my house might not be far from here.
as you all
I know where it
begin
is.
to head out into the forest, the darkness of the forest diminishes as the creature known as Mr. Lewis, his home ignites. A true blaze now. A friend that you thought was someone that you could trust. And a teacher, a principal that seemed to care. And as you run into the forest, you all realize in this soft moment, we've just killed someone. So,
We have.
On
Imogen
that
feels
note-
nothing but satisfaction.
on that note, with Mr. Lewis on fire, his house turning to ash, we will stop tonight's game.
We still aren't done, aren't we?
So this is a one shot.
This is a
So-
one
It's a
shot.
one shot.
Wait. So this is the thing, everyone.
I say
Um,
this with love.
Oddly enough, because of all of you, and because of our wonderful audience, we do have a little bit of love to share. Our one shot is becoming a campaign, and every other Tuesday, we will be playing Monsterhearts here on Frankly I Don't Give a Fuck.
We're just having way too much fun with this.
It was really funny.
So
I just want to be a horny teenager.
We can.
this Tuesday coming up, we will be continuing with Legion, and then the Tuesday after that, we will continue with Monsterhearts, and we'll be able to continue watching the very messy lives of our friends here. We'll be able to make a decision if we're going to go and continue with these folks, or if they'll go and they'll make new characters, and we'll figure something else out. But in this moment, I do want to go and say thank you. Thank you for spending the evening with us,
You guys
participating in a murder, if you will. But
You
also
guys are great
participating.
accessories.
Oh yes, and also participating in getting to see not everyone that smiles is a friend. And it looks like if our true enemy is Miss Annabelle Van Helsing. With that being said, I say good night. And thank you for being here tonight with us.